So there. All right. What was I saying?
Oh, we derailed you then.
Something about Lev and churches.
Right. Lev asked Blas, Guarlos, and LJ to go look at churches in the area, specifically to go find the Church of Mystra, 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 and see if there's anything happening at that church, if that church is okay or abnormal or anything like that. What you guys found was that there are churches to literally every god or goddess of magic that exists, and many you've never heard of. Some Lev has never heard of. It's basically everybody has a church of some type to a god or goddess of magic. They're all active, but under lock and key. For some weird reason, Lev believes it's something to do with the weave of magic acting up, specifically in this area, but it seems to be getting... Anyway, there's something with the weave of magic acting up, specifically in this area. The priests in those locations and those temples are even less forthcoming than the temple of Ananya, where Blas visited. You guys are able to get in or talk to them only because your experience level and bluff skills, not because you're wanted or appreciated. The two clerics, Blas and LJ, can surmise that all the temples are both affected by the weirdness of magic and super embarrassed about it, because you kind of get Guarlos. And Guarlos has some. Say again.
I'm sorry, performance issues are always embarrassing.
I mean, that's basically it. They're like, it's they're to them, it's like, oh my God, our god or goddess doesn't appreciate us as much anymore, and we don't know why. Some of the cure light wounds end up curing people's wands, and they're like, what's happening here? And I'm gonna imagine that Lev has told everybody what's going on, because if you cast a spell, you probably want to know this. The weave of magic is corrupting spell names to the point that casting Mage Hand creates a band of magicians.
Oh.
He's not able to get sending out without mending, bending, or rending something for most of the evening until he figures it out. When you try to cure wounds, you sometimes get cute wounds.
Kawaii.
Right? Sometimes.
In what way are they cute?
Well, it's even
specifics about that.
Right, even that differentiates itself. Sometimes it's Hello Kitty Band-Aids that appear. Sometimes they're cute, as in the wounds are... Yes. Yeah. Sometimes the wounds are not healed at all, but they make the person gain a higher charisma. Sometimes it turns into lure wounds, which suddenly makes the person dangerous in fishing. And yeah, so it's gotten very weird. Lev is able to concentrate to a very high degree on his wand of the weave, which actually is connected to the weave of magic itself, and get some spells out. But it takes such a high level of concentration that it's not something that would be safe to do in combat.
Wow.
The and you can. Oh my Lord Jesus, that was fast. I mean, for you, I guess it's normal turnaround time.
Still impressive.
What's the tune? What song is that from? Ah,
Mr. Mistra, so good to me, Mr. Goddess, was all I hoped she would be. Oh, Mr. Goddess couldn't guarantee that magic would work out for everybody. Yeah, it's Monday by the Mamas and the Papas.
Oh my God. Oh. You are far too good at this.
okay.
Call it a weakness.
Right.
He's a professional bard.
He definitely is. All right. So Love is able to get a sending out. He did get a response back from Tim, but the response was not based on the fact that the sending was correct. It was based on the fact that Tim got a massage instead of a message, and was replying back with a frog. And by frog, I mean a literal small toad that hopped into Lev's room in the middle of the night and burped out a letter, and then waited until Lev wrote a letter back. But that's what you guys find out the next morning. The weave of magic is acting up like crazy. And Blodgett did find some activities in the evening, and Lev did find yeah, I think that was about it that Lev did.
I just posted it. You can read it at your
Thank
own
you.
leisure.
Okay, so yeah, that's what Blodgett found out.
So on hearing this new information, Bash just says to the party, so it's open season on magic users, and then cast detect magic.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be a panorama. You might have to send us to the penitentiary.
Ben, I would say that I love how your brain works, but that insinuates that it works.
I can assure you it does not.
you cast detect magic, and you suddenly switch sides. You have defected to another party entirely. It takes 3 rounds for you to switch back to your own party.
Well, Blodgett's been busy.
Yep, he's able to fill you in when he wakes up. But you are in the city of. God damn it, I can never remember the fucking city name.
Altanis?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, it's sort of like Atlantis, but not quite. It's not a city that is destroyed. It's a city that's slowly corroding.
You're not wrong. So the bazaar is still is open and spicy this morning. You've got the castle slowly waking up. Um, there it is. Okay.
One thing I'm concerned about
Mhm.
is the noise, the music coming from the castle that hurts my ears,
Okay.
and that there's no vermin there.
Yeah, that's true. There are not. What do you want to do about that?
I don't know yet, but I'm probably going to talk to Lev about it or the bard, only because they might be able to ascertain if it's hurting my ears because I'm canine, or does it hurt their ears too?
Okay.
That's a very good question. Of course, maybe somebody was baking pies and they got a Pied Piper.
Right.
Exactly.
Got to get those blackbirds in there somehow.
Is there any plant life around the castle?
Yes. Yeah, there are. I mean, there are plants in the castle, and there are plants. It's not really. They don't really have a big garden. Not one that you would want to walk in because it's very sploogey. Um, People basically have sex in the garden way too often. But
Oh God. Literally.
What about
It's sticky.
fungi, mushrooms? Any of those around?
yes.
I want to talk to them about the magic and the music.
Okay. A cursory speak with mushrooms. Actually, you can't speak with plants without using a spell.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that. I wasn't sure how that worked.
You
Okay.
can speak with trees, no problem.
Okay. What about trees, particularly old ones? Are those around?
Not in the castle grounds themselves. Just outside the castle, yes.
Okay.
This map
I'm gonna
is
go and talk to those
relatively
guys.
this map is relatively accurate, even though it's
Okay.
Prague.
Sounds good. Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
I'll
if
go
any of you
talk to
caught
them.
that. This is actually a map of Prague. It was just a really cool castle. So yeah, you can go outside the castle and talk to the trees out there.
You're gonna play Kirby and not Minecraft?
Well, you got to play what you got to play, man. Don't give him grief about playing Kirby.
Oh no, Kirby's fine. He was very upset with me earlier because I didn't have a house. I had a cave and I had a bed and a table, a crafting table. He didn't think that was fair. I was like, well, like I did what I was supposed to do and not run around falling off mountains for an hour and a half.
How dare you? All right, so what do you want to do? Ben, you said you're asking about the trees outside. Yes, there are trees on the outside of the castle area.
I want to go outside and try to find an old semi-intelligent tree, and if there are any, and then talk to them kind of about their feelings and the magic in the area.
There is a pretty old wilver tree. It's kind of like an oak, but it's silver and puts out nuts only once every 3 years. The wilver tree is old enough to be fairly sentient. It's about 400 or 500 years old. Specifically about 358 this year. But who's counting? Definitely not it. Although it is pretty pissed that nobody gave it anything for its birthday. It's intelligent enough to know that it's where it is in the area and that people in general are in a tizzy, but it hasn't actually spoken to any of the druids in the last month to find out why. So as far as it doesn't cast spells and it doesn't really deal with magic, but it also hasn't. It has not been affected by the music.
Does it hear the music?
It doesn't hear when you ask it about the music. Or what specifically do you ask it about the music?
Well, I just want to tell it that some in our party have heard like a strange music or sound coming from what seems to be underground. And does it know anything about that or have any opinion of that? Any sense of it?
It has an opinion about the underground part more so than the music part. It says that the ground has been recently the ground has been less joyous to drink from. It feels like the dirt is unhappy, and it doesn't know why. It's like if you can go and grow some roots in the castle and get deep, that would be that'd make me happy. That'd be a good birthday present. You could do that for me.
Okay, I'll see what I can
You
do.
didn't get
I
me
really
anything
appreciate this
either.
time.
Okay.
Dude, I just met you. Okay.
And this is crazy, but here's my number. Call me, baby.
It's really a dogwood tree. You can tell by the bark.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Okay. All right. So that's what you get from the tree.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Were you listening to what Suzanne said? That's what I thought. Suzanne, did you want to ask him again?
I want to know if I want to take the Bard and Lev to near the castle where I hear the music that hurts my ears so bad to find out if it's me because I'm a canine, or is it because that my ears are human? Does it hurt their ears? And if it doesn't, then can we find out from the Bard if we have maybe they can speak with animals and ask other animals around if you can find any, or maybe that's why there's no animals.
That could be a good reason.
And there's no vermin around it. But is there any animals around the castle, like horses or dogs or anything else that are being affected?
Guarlos, give me a listen check. Guarlos gets a 24 and nat 20 on the listen check.
Wow.
With Blodgett's guidance of where to listen and where it sounds loudest, he's able to pick up the noise and direct Lev to it. Now give me a bardic knowledge check to see how much information you can get out of what's going on. He said okay, and then he said stop it. I don't know. I think I pissed off John. He might have been talking to his drink. I don't know.
Okay, I'll be right back. I've got to grab myself some food.
Nice. You are okay.
I think they're with Motown, man.
Blodgett, give me a sense motive check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Transmoded. 24.
All right. Guarlos can tell you that the voice sounds female.
Like a siren?
Well, no, he says it's just a love song. He's kind of taken with it. It's honestly, it sounds like a really good song and one that he wishes he'd wrote, and he wished he knew the person who wrote it. And Blodgett realizes that Guarlos is getting wrapped up in the song itself,
Yes, enamored into it.
as opposed to trying to figure out what's going on with it. There you go.
Blodgett's gonna push Guarlos and put his paws over his ears and say, no, 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 no. Shake his head,
Thank
no.
What is it, Lassie? Did Guarlos fall down the well?
Oh, Guarlos needs to stop listening. Okay, so it doesn't affect me, but it's affecting Guarlos.
Well, you didn't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't actually make you roll. I was just like, you have a stupid high listen check, so
Right, well.
plus 17. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah. I know where to put my points.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is what I do. This is what I do.
I know where my strengths need to be. Okay, I drag him out of there.
Okay.
Is Lev affected?
He can barely make it out. He can't hear it well enough to tell what's
Okay.
going on.
Something to do with the music. Does it sound like it's coming from the sewers area where the where the trash comes out of the castle kind of area? Or is it wafting through the air and I can hear it everywhere?
No, it would be underground, under the
Underground.
sewers. That's sewers, yeah.
Hey, quick question for Victor and where's my other druid at? I don't have. No, this layout.
Caroline.
Yes. Can Caroline and I possibly go into town and look for some other druids?
I
Is that
mean,
something anyone's interested in doing?
Y'all go do that. I'll
yes.
be right back.
Are there things that other druids could do that you can't?
Well, no, I just want to know if they like what they think is causing this. Like, if there's something weird with the ground, wouldn't they? And there's something maybe weird with some of the plant life, wouldn't they know and have thoughts on it?
Okay.
And also, yes, they can probably do lots of things that I can't do because I'm a terrible druid.
Well,
I mean, I'm only a druid for drug deals. Like, it's the only the only reason I have levels in druid is I had to work something out with another druid.
some days. Some days. Okay, yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I would assume most druids are way cooler.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. I don't come in prepared for what happens in this game.
There's no way to prepare for any of this.
All right. Between you and Frida, you are able to find a couple of other druids. The ones who are easiest to find in the town are fairly low level, like 2nd and 5th level. You realize that the higher level druids would be outside of town in their own circles of woods and a little more difficult to just happen onto.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, the ones that are out of town should at least be somewhat known by the ones that are in town. Could be maybe get some directions off them.
Well, unless they're all really terrible low-level druids like me. They don't know any other druids. Don't have any druid friends.
All right.
Okay, apologies. I was falling asleep.
Tell Caroline what you said.
What happened?
Which part? That I'm a terrible druid and I'm very low level and I don't know what I'm doing. And yes, probably other druids are significantly better at druiding than me.
No, what are you guys doing? You're going looking for druids, right?
Actually, the best part was that he said he's only a druid for drug deals.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, I had to take a second.
That was actually the best part.
What is the best part?
All right, so you guys go out and find other druids in town. Bash wanted to see if there were other druids in the area who knew anything about what was going on.
Sure. I'll tag along. I will be highly amused.
Well, apparently all the other druids in town are druids like me, and they're all very low level and don't know what they're doing. So it's not turning out to be very, very useful.
You didn't ask them anything. You just found two druids, like a 3rd and a 5th level druid.
He did detect noob.
Yeah, they haven't been useful. I haven't asked them anything or said anything after I found them, but they're no use.
Okay, so we found druids.
Yeah, he was looking. He said, "Look, that one isn't wearing his clothes properly. That one's hat's on backwards." Oh, these ought to be really helpful.
Okay, I want to ask them what's wrong with the ground. Why is the ground so strange? Especially around the castle. This is where they're like stranger danger and run off into an alley somewhere.
Well, actually, Bash comes up and they're like, "Oh, hey," they basically try to spin you a line about how they are one with the planet and the Earth, and they, all.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, they know everything, and this is awesome. And then Frida comes up and they're like, "Oh shit, actual druid."
Hey, bitch.
And they admit that the last time that they tried to do a speak with plants, it was a steak with plants, and they basically turned a large shrub into a filet mignon, and they don't cast that spell anymore. And
Bash apologizes to them. That must have been traumatic.
It definitely was. They're like, but as far as like the Earth itself, they're like, I mean, we don't. Sorry. One of them also did a speak with plants, and it ended up being a speak with pants, and they now know things about their underwear they didn't want to know. But the end result is that they're like, no, we know that there's something up with the plants and the Earth, but we haven't been able to cast a spell to figure it out. The plants don't come up and talk to us. And
put a transcript of what the other one had to say.
I'm going to gently poke Bash in the shoulder and say, there's this whole thing of actually knowing a druid who would just need a quiet place to concentrate and maybe be able to do something about this. But, you could just go up and ask total strangers. I mean, that's up to you.
I meant no offense. I just figured they had been here longer. Maybe they had figured this out, but clearly that is not the case. They've figured out nothing.
Okay,
but I will give them.
They basically haven't figured out how to get around the weave corruption. They haven't figured out how to not cast spells that are fucked up.
Well,
and
talk to plants is a relatively low level spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would lead me to believe if there is corruption, it would just need to be, if we could be in a quiet place where I could concentrate and focus on it, then I have a chance of actually succeeding in the spell.
Okay. So you're going to try to do a speak with animals or speak with plants?
I'm going to do the speak with plants, since he's specifically bringing up issues with the soil.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a spellcraft check. It's not a normal check for druids, so you may not have the best levels in it, but that's...
I have +8, so what do I need to roll?
Basically a d20 plus 8.
Got it.
And while she's doing that, I want to talk to these two druids and just tell them I'm very sorry that things are so messed up, but they should really try tree shape again.
Tree shape?
If they haven't,
They're-
if they're high,
Yeah, they're not high
they
enough
should
level
try
to do
it.
tree shape. They're just, 5th level doesn't give you the ability to move into trees yet.
No, it doesn't. There you go. 24.
This-
All right,
The
thank you.
+8.
Let me double check.
I
Yep,
like
that's
that.
going to be high
Guarlos.
enough. Yes, you'll be able to... Wait, what did he say?
You're in rare form
What the
tonight,
fuck?
Shane.
That's from the Dead Milkman's song called Stewart.
Oh my god. All right. You are able to do a speak with plants. Okay. Yeah, you are able to get off a speak with plants spell successfully.
Okay.
You are able to ask it questions. Ask the what kind of plant are you going to try to speak with?
Well, we'll go with a very old tree. I'm not going to. I'm assuming Bash has told me about the tree by the castle.
That was actually outside the castle, but a little ways. It was not near the castle. There are some plants inside the castle that are not full-on trees, and those Bash can't speak to because without casting a spell. So you're able to successfully cast speak with plants, and you can speak with one of those inside the castle if you wish.
That is what I will attempt to do.
Okay. What you are able to ask it questions for 1 minute. What do you want to ask? Or 1 minute per level, Jesus. So 12 minutes.
I have a minute. Okay. I first ask it, has there been anything wrong with its roots? How has the soil been? How has the food nutrients been?
Roots are fine. Getting stuff out of them has been a little touchy. It's been, yeah, the stuff that we're pulling up seems to just, what is the phrase? Has not been satisfying. It's not good water. It's not good nutrients. Like it started about, yeah, I don't know. It's just like it hasn't been good food. The soil has not been good to eat from.
Could you tell me when this started?
I would say just about a moon ago.
Mm. Okay. Now, are you able to communicate with your brothers and sisters? A lot of plants have root systems that go
Yes.
far and wide.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me what areas they are having the most problems with getting good nutrients from the soil?
Well, the plants inside the castle are only in, I'll point it out on the map here, this main area right here. So there's not a lot of other plants outside the castle or in other areas. It's basically, no, I guess actually there are some in here. So yeah, it's mostly right next to the castle itself. The ones closest to the physical castle building itself, not just inside the walls of the main compound, the ones closest to the physical building itself are the ones having the worst time.
Okay.
Fred over there is almost dead. He's just having a rough day.
What is Fred?
He's a western shrubbery.
Hmm.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna try something. It's gonna seem strange.
Sure. Not any stranger than what the tree said.
True enough. All right, I'm going to take some of the vinegar that I have and some of the water, mix it together, and pour it around the roots of Fred and see what kind of a reaction I get.
The fuck does that do?
Okay. Based on whether or not what type of shrub it is,
Mm-hmm.
a higher acidity in the soil can be something that can perk up a plant that is having difficulties. Just like some plants respond better with a higher base, some plants respond better with a higher acid. That's why you use coffee grounds as a way to
Okay.
go ahead and fertilize some plants. So if
Yeah, that resulting mixture perks up the Fred immensely. He's like, holy cow. He's super happy.
all
You
right,
can tell immediately there's a response.
okay. So I'll go ahead and there aren't many plants here inside the castle, right?
Correct.
Well, being who I am, I'm going to go ahead and give the rest of them that little dose to help them out.
Okay.
Then I'm going to ask them if they remember anything that happened about a moon ago, that conversations that they found interesting. Do they know anything about the music, the thrumming in their roots when that came?
The music, they don't really hear. It takes a while for them to understand what you're talking about when you say music.
Of course it does.
But they definitely, that started about the same time. Actually, no, that started about a week later. That started a week later. Yeah.
Were there new creatures, new people coming into the castle, into this courtyard? This is very hard to do this questioning in terms of they're staying right here.
There is no, I mean, that makes good sense. The tree that you're speaking to is like, no, I haven't seen anybody new. And then he stops for a moment and he says, oh yeah, yeah. Mike says that there was there was a captain who used to come by and water us and talk to us every day, and she's disappeared.
Aha. Okay. Did she say
And then
anything?
there was another pair of soldiers, or I guess it was a captain and one of the regular soldiers who used to come by and have sex underneath the shrubbery every day, and they've gone too. So yeah, that's kind of weird. We're not having nobody's coming to have sex near us anymore. It's kind of boring.
Can't help you there.
Welcome, Brandon. We're talking about plant sex.
Aren't you glad you
Baby, give me your hairy stamen now.
What a line to walk in on.
That's the line of the night right there.
You opened that door, I walked through it, Anyway.
So
Okay.
back up for a second. I gotta tell him what happened with Lev.
Please do.
No, right.
Am I dead?
No.
Oh,
No.
is it worse?
If you go back under the chat, you'll see what Blodgett found.
I do not
You
see
can't see
anything
the
in the
chat.
chat.
You can't see the chat.
Oh, I'll send it to you. But Blodgett took you and the bard to the castle, to the sewers, to listen to some strange music that was hurting Blodgett's ears, to see what happened, and the bard completely became captivated and wanted to go where the music was.
Son of a bitch.
Blodgett had to box his ears and take him away.
I would have just cast Dispel Magic, but that works too.
Right, so that's when we stopped there because you weren't here.
Okay. I'm here.
Probably would have gotten just bow magic.
I'll send you
Oh,
one.
right, yeah. Magic is all fucked up.
I mean, you're not wrong, Ben.
Yeah. Okay, so
Maybe boxing his ears is the better option.
Just trying to get him to stop listening.
I've been doing songs, of course.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I could probably cast Deafness, and that might go into... Or no, the spell's called Deafen, and that might turn into Leaven, and then he would become a loaf of bread, unable to run away from us.
Um,
Or you could just develop a yeast infection.
that would be more likely. I told, I had Lev tell the rest of the party about the corruption in spells and how to get around it by concentrating more. And
Cool.
Frida decided to concentrate and do a speak with plants, and successfully actually spoke with plants instead of steak with plants, where you turn a shrub into a filet mignon.
Oh.
Um,
And don't forget to speak with pants. That's never edifying.
yeah, that other druid learned some stuff about his trousers he never wanted to know. But
Ask
so
them to
yeah,
keep the information away from me, because I don't want to know either.
so Frida has been able to speak with plants successfully and found out something or other. What'd you find out?
Well, I found out everything started to happen about a moon ago. They lost a lady captain who used to come out and water the plants. Disappeared around the same time. There were also a pair of soldiers that apparently used to come around and have sex under this particular bush that haven't been around in about the same amount of time.
Actually, the captain and the others disappeared about 3 weeks ago.
But
About
that's the
3 weeks.
same. That's the same as all the captains, though. She was just one of the captains. They got moved or transferred or something to something else. They're probably all down in the sewer fighting whatever else is going on.
I'm still delving into information. Can you? Did anybody mention new assignments while they were getting it on under your bush?
The plants don't normally listen to what they're saying so much as just feel the energy coming off of them. You know, the happy joyness of coitus is just a fun experience for plants because humans experience coitus different than plants do.
Yes, yes.
For
So
trees, it's a
nobody
very
thought-
disconnected experience, but for
So
humans,
they're voyeurs.
basically, yes. I mean, hey, trees have sex all the time, and you guys watch us, so fair's fair.
We're usually covered in their cum. That's what pollen is. Sorry.
It keeps getting up in our nose. Makes me sneeze.
Yeah, Lev is going to go ahead and withdraw consent.
If only it worked that way. Okay.
Check out my D6 bag. It's full now.
Oh.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
Suzanne, me, and Cindy went to the game store that we were talking about last time, and I got so much dice. I spent like $150 in dice.
Oh my god.
Yes, he did.
Dang. We've created a monster.
That's a lot
Yes.
of dice. That's
So
a lot.
the D6 bag is complete. Now I have to fill up all of these.
And those are going to be what, D12s or?
One of them's D12s, one of them's D20s, one of them's D8, one of them's D4, and I'm missing one, but they're all separate types of dice, but based on faces.
Okay, so does the plant remember the very last time somebody came out here to have coitus or enjoy sex? Did the energy change? If anybody's got better question, jump in here.
No, they just stopped appearing.
I just stopped appearing.
Yeah.
It sounds like all the events are lining up with everybody disappearing and then this rift thing happening.
I'm thinking, have they sensed any changes in energies, like magic that's stable would have an energy to it, like protections around and in the castle that the sorceress queen would have put up? You know, have there been any changes in those? And if so, what direction did they seem to come from?
I'll ask that.
Yeah, the plants don't have that.
No, they don't.
Okay, I'll do one better. The thrumming, the music. Do they get a feel? Because roots are sensitive. Do
Right.
they get a feel for where that is the strongest?
Under the castle itself.
Under the castle itself. All right. Well, that's what we knew anyway. All
Do,
right.
did we read everything in the library and ensure that there are no instructions on how to find a spaceship?
I sent you guys a list, so check your email. I sent you a list of all the books you found in the library.
Okay, because this seems like an epic side quest that we are going on right now.
It's pretty
It
important.
really is an epic side quest, but it's one we need to do first.
It's a pretty important side quest.
Because like it's one of those where if you progress to the main quest, you're going to be locked out of the side quest, and this is one that we don't want to
But
miss.
those are the best side quests to skip because then it breaks the game. Like then the
Yeah,
game is
it's-
literally broken and it's a whole other game at that point.
I'll tell you
I
what,
mean,
it's gonna
if
break the game.
you miss this side quest, it would definitely have an effect on the rest of the game. Period.
Say the least. We're ignoring you now, Bash.
You know how I have
Well,
15
but you've
levels
also-
in Wizard? I want to keep being able to make use of that.
Well, I was gonna say you've got to keep in mind that the Bash is kind of okay with magic never working right again. Like if this never gets straightened out, this does not hurt Bash currently at the least. You know, he won't be able to see
because
for
the
plans,
next time
which
you
kinda
need to be
sucks, but-
reincarnated, the next time you die, the next time you get wounded, what are you planning on doing?
But here's the thing: I'll be a mere mortal, which actually I'll be a tree that theoretically lives forever. But more importantly, I'll be a mere mortal tree that lives forever, and everything that's killed me has been mostly wizard related. Like there have been very few, like nobody stabbed me and killed me. It's been fire dropping on me and vampire pillars and
Victor, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mud to
Other
Stone
magic
and
bullshit.
cross my fingers. It casts instead as Bud to Stone, so I turn him to stone. And then I say, gee, I bet you wish that magic worked right now so I could dispel magic on you.
Oh my God, y'all! No, we are not descending into this madness right.
Your logic, if it could be called that, is impeccable, Ben.
We're okay.
However, comma, we're not. I mean, you guys can follow Leroy Jenkins if you want to, but it's your choice entirely. I will give you that option.
I mean, all I'm saying is magic being out of the world isn't bad for a barbarian fighter type. It's not the worst thing that could happen.
I'm sure it isn't. Now, moving on from that useless topic.
These book names are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
There were a couple more that ended up not getting on the list that John helped me with.
I think so far my favorite is Plots, Intrigue, and Politics Wake Me Up When It's Over. But I'm not quite done.
Those other two books also were on the list, should have been on the list.
Victor, I'm going to ask the tree if it would be willing to give me a branch that is almost dead.
Yeah, it'll do that.
Okay, great. based on the fact that
It's basically it's had a good rapport with you. You've helped out other trees. It's like you seem like a good person.
yes, and I explained to it that I'm going to use it as a divining rod to try to attempt to find where this corruption is and put an end to it. So the part it has given me will be used as a holy item and will be continued to be honored for years to come. Whether or not it cares, I don't know, but I at least tell it that.
It definitely appreciates it.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as the books, I want to clear up something. I want to make sure. No, I don't want to clear up something. I want to make something clear, and that is that there are enough books, and they're big enough and have enough of a wide depth of knowledge that there's no way for. I mean, it basically each one of these books would take a couple of days for one person to go through. So for Lev to read all these books would take roughly 2 months. So
I'd say we stick with the relevant ones. And more than one of us can do the reading, though. We can speed it up.
Yeah. Is it possible to cast Hyperlexia on myself? Is that a thing?
You really want to try to do that right now with the magic being as weird as it is?
I mean, I figure that's my best shot.
no.
No, it's not. Okay, looks like we're going to be going under the castle. I asked the plants if there's anything else I can do for them before I go, and I thank them for their time.
Nope, they're pretty happy with what you've done so far.
Awesome. If we end up with time before we go, I'll probably come out and water them again, just as a, yeah, don't die.
Yeah,
You
they
don't
appreciate
deserve to die.
They appreciate it.
Mm.
Meditations on the feasibility of chronomancy when dealing with the grandfather paradox.
I dearly love these books and wish they existed. Anyway.
I'm part of a book club on Facebook, and this girl wanted all these books with all these weird names so that when people looked at her bookcase, they would go, "What the hell?" I mean, it's hilarious list of books. I should send it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I should send it to you.
You know,
Milf's
you-
Acid Arrow? A tale of
used to-
educational erotica from the writers of Tusk Love?
One of them was like, "Why did I fall in love with the banana?" Stupid shit.
There should be a business where you can have custom-made covers for books, just for
Yeah.
your hardback, so that it's
Yeah.
you could absolutely just have it say what you want it to say.
Oh,
Just
shit, that's a good idea.
That is actually an ingenious idea that should be done.
That actually might make money.
I like this idea. Thank you, Caroline.
You're welcome. I asked for a small token. Anyway, all
I'll
right.
give you a branch.
Oh, thank you. All right, obviously we've got to go under the castle. So anybody have any suggestions?
I feel like the sewers would probably be a good place to start.
One thing I'm curious about is I want to, before we go, I'd like to talk with the captain that allowed us into the library to ask if there's any other rare books that are generally kept safely so we could peruse those.
No, you guys have seen about everything.
Okay.
I think we need to do something about our ears. Cutting them off might not be the best option, but something within reason might be good.
I think that's fine.
I didn't ask how big the room is. Fireball nightmares and coping with the aftermath. Where did you get these?
I honestly cannot remember. I have an Excel spreadsheet with 270 book names.
Did you?
Oh my God.
Did you send that to me by any chance?
Oh, yeah, I sent it to you.
For my own use?
All right, how do you plan on finding and getting to these sewers you talk of?
Uh,
All right, library or probably library wouldn't have city planning, but there's bound to be a government building that has something. No, the library would be a better bet.
I mean, they've got sewer grates in the streets, right?
Yeah, but how do you know you're going the right way?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, let's see if we can make ourselves some pretty good ear protection rather than cutting off our ears, and see if we can do the prep work we need to go underground.
Well, yeah, in the main city you have sewer grates. In the castle area, you don't necessarily have sewer grates, so much, you have a lot more of just the maintenance crew, the grounds crew, whose
Also,
job is to basically the janitors of the castle.
Also, a lot of castles, when you have sewer systems, have protections on their sewer systems for, I don't know, protection against attack. So a lot of times you've got to be able to look at how do you get in the castle and get into the sewer system rather than trying to break in from the outside, which would probably be harder, in my opinion.
They have a grounds crew.
Now let's go talk to the grounds crew.
Okay.
I fucking love these books.
My goodness.
Yeah, these are the ones that look like they might be helpful. The others are amusing and some of them are interesting, but these are the ones that look like they're relevant.
A true story. You I mean, you are it is fairly easy to find the ground crew. Hey, welcome aboard, Zag. We are done talking about plant sex. So you've arrived just in time, or maybe you missed it. I don't know. It's hard to say. I do have to say this was one of the ones where the recording will be adults only, and then some. So yes, and Ben's right. It did. Gondor had a sewer system. Oh, he can only now hear us. That's right. Welcome aboard, Zag.
Thank you, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
No problem. We're done talking about plant sex, so you arrived just in time.
Oh man, I miss all the good stuff.
You'll have to catch the recording. Sorry, it was really
It's okay.
definitely. I
At
think
least we're
definitely this was a
talking
good
about-
one.
At least we weren't talking about rock sex because that rocks.
Yeah. Well, we did find a manual on tantric plant positioning.
Woo! Woo!
So but now you've gone to catch the grounds crew. Basically, a quick question, Zag. Did you get the emails I sent earlier today?
Oh, Victor, I probably did. I'm gonna go review them right now.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and review those right now. That'll catch you up on a couple other things that are going on.
Okay, cool.
So you're able to speak with the grounds crew, and they're like, yeah, basically, we put stuff into, for the normal waste of the castle either filters to the moat, or if it's further inside, it goes to the sewers where most of the dungeon beasts just eat it.
Oh,
They're like, why would you want to go to the underground of the castle?
the plants are
You have reasons. You people look appropriately armed and armored and horribly dangerous, so they're not going to ask a whole bunch of questions, because they are not high enough level to withstand the answers.
works for me.
I can tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
That's kind of what they were worried about. You wouldn't be the only one to give them that response when they ask a question. So they will basically point you in the direction of the the best way to go to the sewers / dungeon is to go through the nursery, where the nurses, the ministers of health, also known as the healing witches, do their work. And they tell you, like, if they say that they're going to help you out with a blood snake, don't. I mean, you really need to be hurt before you say yes. You seem like nice people. Well, okay, maybe not you, but most of you seem like nice people. So
All right. Well, thanks for the advice.
okay.
We appreciate it.
Oh, that blood snake thing sounds kind of fun. I should get one of those.
If it's magic, currently could turn into like butt snake.
What do
Well,
you
actually,
need
it's
for
not a
moving?
it's not a magic spell. It's a creature.
Okay, then it'd just be a blood snake.
Yeah. Now the lube snake, that's another thing entirely. Um,
The butt snake is what I give your mother at night.
Ricky, your dick's gonna get dirty with that one. You,
Yeah.
I will direct your
That's what liquid
attention.
magnesium is for.
that's true. There you go. That's a good point.
I will direct your attention to a certain spell called Prestidigitation.
Say
One
that
of
10
which,
times.
one of
Physical
whose
name?
effects is you instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. Oh wait, never mind. So it wouldn't work on me.
Okay, that's funny. Good job. Good job. All right, so you guys get down to the healing witches.
Oh God, I remember them.
Yes. They're basically a bunch of skulks. They're not quite. Do you guys? Okay, you may not know what a skulk is.
I was worried you meant the creature and not like an assessment of character.
No, they are skulks. Um, they're completely hairless creatures that wear little or no clothing. Difficult to tell if they're male or female. Dull gray skin, but they can change their color of the skin. They tend to assume a natural, quote unquote, flesh tone to blend in. They have pupilless blue eyes, and in this instance, the skulks down here are known as the healing witches, and they use tools like lube slugs and razor lips to, quote unquote, heal people who come into the health. What do they call it?
Laboratory?
A hospital is the quotes, big quotes, is basically what they call the area that they hang out in. And if you've ever heard of them as a creature, as a race of creatures, you've heard of them as parasites on the margins of human society, surviving. Yes, big quotes. Surviving chiefly through their legendary caution. If you've ever seen or heard of them, you've seen or heard of them as basically like thieves or assassins or slaves being used in human society. Other demi-humans basically just abhor them completely. There are humans of dubious nature who actually employ or abuse them. In this case, they seem to be perfectly happy hanging out in the dungeons and healing people, as it were. So you come down to the healing witches, and they are happy to see so many bodies. Yes. How can we help you? You are wounded, yes. You need healing, yes. One of them is walking towards you with a large thing that looks like a spider on acid.
No, we don't need healing. We are passing through.
Oh. Why, where do you wish to go from here?
Further up and further in. We're going. Sorry.
We're making our final thrust.
Okay, we're just off
Into
on
the-
that direction.
into the
There's
bowels
a
of-
dungeon for it.
Into the bowels of the castle.
Oh, down there. They nod. They nod. Yes.
To the womb of Mother Earth.
Bash will just add that we may require their services upon return, if we return.
That is kind. There are things that have awoken down there. We have used them to make some of our new clothes.
Are they wearing any clothes, Victor?
They're wearing when you on closer inspection, it does appear that they are wearing some sort of robes that still seem to be bleeding.
Oh,
Can we discern what it used to be?
No, I'm afraid not.
gross.
But they do point you in the direction of the catacombs.
So what are these creatures that you have made your new clothes out of?
Why are you asking?
We do not ask someone's name when they come to us for healing or to be used. We just appreciate their sacrifice. Either way.
Can we fetch you anything while we're down here?
Rock on.
um,
Cute.
Like you want a coffee or anything when we come back?
if there's a Starbucks, definitely get me something. No, they're pretty chill. They're pretty chill. I mean, solid. Seriously, Zag. So many books. You're able to find the catacombs. It is basically a huge. Close that. Open that. A huge grate. It's not doing what I expected it to, and we're good.
Necromancer or necromancer.
Right? It's a valid question, I think. You basically have you're able to get in, say, a huge opening sealed with a ginormous grate and a dungeon. Portcullis is the word. Portcullis. But the portcullis has been ripped open from the inside.
Should have used lube.
I mean, they really should have.
Somebody forgot their safe word.
Don't want to
Alright.
get too complicated.
You have entered the Doggacombs. So that is your party's position. What do you guys want to do?
Can I ask the party a question? Why are we in the?
Couldn't hear you. What was that?
I'm asking a question. Why are we in the catacombs?
We are in the catacombs because we are trying to determine where the music is coming from. We think that's causing part of the problem.
Oh, he missed out on the music.
Yeah, he did.
Cool. That's
All right, to catch you up, there's
I'll send you.
oh yeah, some of the
send it to
things.
you.
Basically, they found out that there is music coming from directly
Here's
underneath
what
the
happened
castle.
with Blodgett.
Blodgett's, or Sue's just sent you Blodgett's info.
And then you can follow him up with what happened with Guarlos.
Will do. Let me double check one thing real quick.
We talked to a bunch of stuff, and basically it seems like this is the direction we need to go to figure out what's going on with the magic. As to why we're not looking for a spaceship, it's because this is an important side quest, and even though I voted to just leave magic broken in the world because then I would be much more powerful and well suited to my environment, everybody else voted against it and wants to solve the problem.
Right. That's basically it.
Got it. Has anybody thought to put earplugs
There
in?
was a vote.
Yes,
Yeah,
as
we
a matter of
already
fact,
addressed that.
they just talked about using earplugs. But then my question is, that's not a question, it's just a statement basically. You won't be able to hear each other to coordinate what's going on, and you'll have shit for listen checks. Listen checks is not much of a thing because basically once you get deeper underground, and actually at the opening of the catacombs, you can actually, even with earplugs in, you can all hear the music faintly, but you can definitely hear it.
Um,
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
not a huge problem. Did anybody else take Drow sign language a little while ago? Just me?
Sure.
You talked about it. I don't think everybody else did it though.
Well, I did.
I don't have hands.
Fair.
But no, you could take it, and then you can tell what other people are saying if you took it.
Yeah. Blondie doesn't have that much patience for that kind of stuff. There's no
I mean,
goal in
legit.
it.
It's one skill point to learn a language.
I have an extra language.
When it comes up, that
Next time you'll just have to drag me.
if we'd had time while we were hunting about in the library and you were with us, I would have absolutely joined in on that. But I don't remember if we were with you or not.
This was a while ago when we were down in the Underdark on our way to Maramidra.
Yeah, learning Drow sign language would require spending a skill point, or actually two, if depending on your character, 1 to 2 skill points on language, Drow sign language. So you'd have to actually learn the language.
Okay, then I'm going to take time with my group here for a moment to go over some basic things on basic signs that we can agree on about hang back or come forward or attack. Let's create a sign language right now. That's
All right, I'm just gonna throw this out here. We've been partnering in this adventure for a while together. I feel like we have some basic hand gestures down.
Yeah, I would think so.
Great, let's go over them.
Nothing
I'm
sophisticated.
gonna agree with that because Froderick would be insistent on it.
Of
Of like,
for no other reason.
I need you to know that when I hold up my hand in a fist, it means stop, not
I'm
punch.
about to shoot you in the ass with an arrow.
And if I hold up my hand and it's not in a fist, then that doesn't count.
I may still shoot you in the ass with an arrow.
100%. So I mean, I will give you stop, go forward. What is Brandon sending to us?
Like, look, Froderick has a PDF with an SOP of hand gestures in it for the party.
No, this is it. This is what you guys know. The ones Brandon sent are the ones you guys have down. That's it.
Yeah, this would also be an opportunity for us to create a few.
I have a few more options.
That sounds about right. That looks about right.
I like that. Run into an occupied room and clothesline as many targets as possible. I think that's a legitimate one there.
They're missing one though. One of them would be.
Mhm.
Okay, awesome.
Lunch break.
I like the whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
Okay. We got some hand
Everybody-
signals.
Everybody look for a place to poop.
I need that for my dog.
Oh dear God. Okay. Okay, I will give you guys the stop, look, getting somebody else to go search ahead. I will not give you spell coordination in the middle of combat.
No, I absolutely believe that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure we can do that when we speak.
Isn't that
Yeah.
the goddamn truth?
I mean,
We have a
legit.
hard enough time with that as it is.
So true, though.
There may be less arguing for once.
I doubt it.
Oh, hold on.
I kind of want to
You
watch
see
a high
something
level
when you're
game
here.
of
Hold on,
D&D
sorry.
now.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, I need to do this first. You see something when you're in number one. So the actual entrance was a minute ago, and now you're here, and this is what you see.
And you walked over a gelatinous cube.
Don't help.
All right. So in number one, what you see is a young man with a beard and a very simple robe. He's got that has a lidded eye, the sigil of Queen SIGH on it. He's standing in front of the queen herself, who seems to be just entranced and looking further down the hallway. He's just crying in pain. His lips are parched. He's just emancipated, but he seems to be using a type of magic, but not quite casting a spell. And he squeaks out, just please try and stop what's going on. I can't hold her much longer. The queen herself is standing in all of her regalia, eyes wide, looking eager to continue down the hallway. She's frozen between the apprentice pushing her back and the desire, vivid desire in her eyes to keep going forward. Guarlos recognizes the apprentice as the same one that he has tortured for months. The apprentice recognizes him and basically just whispers, please, just find out what this is going on and stop it.
What if we just kill her?
Why don't we just knock her unconscious?
Yes, Bash discreetly looks at Garlos, makes eye contact, and then slowly draws a thumb across his throat. But very discreetly, so the queen doesn't see it. Well, we could solve half our problems right now. If we take out the queen, I mean, this is how you win. Then we go take out the magic.
I am going to take a bio break while this lunacy continues in discussion.
So I'm sorry. Who's Queen SIGH? Is she the queen of the city?
She is the queen of the city. She is the monarch of the city, the sorceress queen, wizardess queen, who has ruled here for about 380 years.
And we just happened to stumble upon her in the catacombs being sucked in by something?
Yes.
Well, that's a coincidence.
Can I make a will save to try and disbelieve that and see if it's an illusion?
I'd like to try and disbelieve that.
Sure.
Sounds
Go ahead and give me your will saves. Let me know how that
sounds
works
like
out for you.
BS, Victor.
Okay.
Got a 7.
I'm not going to go that far, except to say, yeah, that seems like a
30.
The only problem with killing her is if she is knows the way that we get to space.
Yeah,
it's just a straight on will save, right?
Yeah.
I got a 30.
All right. She's still there. You don't see anything insinuating that this is an illusion.
So, Guarlos, this is the one that tortured you?
Well, no, specifically, he tortured the apprentice. He was pretending to be an ambassador and hanging out with her and partying for a year and fucking with the apprentice, and basically they did all sorts of crazy shit.
Each other.
Hey, I get that. I don't have any judgment.
Right, he didn't want to stay. He was just basically he had to keep up the charade of being an ambassador, so
Yeah.
that he wouldn't be killed for impersonating an official in a city where he wasn't supposed to be in the first place.
I have a plus 13 fist, so I
Plus
can
13 to what?
plus 13 fist.
Fisting.
Okay, wait. So you guys were doing will saves. Are you attacking?
Sorry.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I was being
Okay.
We're being facetious.
All right.
being naughty.
Oh, plus 15 fisting.
Okay, y'all.
Uh,
Made any decisions?
No, but I do have something for you, Frida. Okay, there you are.
I guess let's go.
I don't think I'm going to beat a 30 will save. So
Can I try and
maybe-
figure out what kind of magic he's
Message for
using
you,
if
Caroline.
he's not casting a spell? I could do like a spellcraft check or something.
So
You can do a spellcraft check, yeah.
the NPCs are trying to pull her out.
So
Yeah, and from the look of him, he's been doing it for a long time.
the apprentice is trying to stop her from going further into the cave.
Okay.
She is trying to go further into the cave. The
37
apprentice
on the
is trying to
spellcraft
stop
check.
her from going further into the cave.
Hey, can one of the big bad pirates just hit her across the head?
Feel like they probably
Bash
would've
walks
tried
up
that.
behind her and
No,
covers
please
her
don't.
ears
Please
with his
don't.
hands.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's a unique and interesting solution that had nothing to do with the violence.
I mean, yeah, good
I
job.
was really scared he was about to club her over the head.
That's what I
Ash,
told him
good
to
job
do.
on not using violence, and also good will save, Caroline. You take 36 points of damage.
You're kidding.
No, Bash takes 36 points of damage. Give me a reflex save, please, Ben.
Okay. Yeah. 36 for the reflex.
You are not knocked on your ass. You are knocked back 10 feet.
So he can't touch her?
Well, I mean, yes. I mean,
So-
you can
so
do what you
apparently she-
want,
yeah.
but there are consequences touching a wizardess queen. She's didn't live 380 years just being a mortal who fucks around and casts normal spells. I just FYI, I don't know if that cottoned to you at any point, but
Anybody
All right,
have
let's just
a-
leave her alone and start going down the path. I don't think we
she's a very high level sorceress.
Does anybody have a wall spell? Like, can we put up a wall so she can't like get down?
Yeah, it's a blade barrier, isn't it?
I
You
bet
got
she'd
that
be able
right?
to get through
I-
that pretty easily. But
I don't-
That's a
speaking
great
of,
idea. Cast a wall spell.
speaking of high level magic, Victor, I got a 37 on that spellcraft check I was talking about.
Wait, hang on.
He is not
Her
using
magic still
a
works?
specific spell. He appears to be using a what would you call it? Pact magic, like the kind you would use.
Oh, he's the worst class in the game. Cool.
Well, essentially, yes.
We can't cast spells because I'll cast a blade barrier and I'll end up with like someone carrying swords. It'll be a blade.
But-
it'll be a blade carrier.
Blade carrier.
Yeah, but the queen sorcerer is still using spells while also being distracted by this music, so that's a problem. Like clearly she's got something going on.
So let's go take care of the music.
Well, right, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think we want to fight her at any point because if she's like
no.
still casting magic when everything's completely fucked and
Yeah, she doesn't seem to
Plus
be
the
aware
music.
of what you just did.
Yeah, I think that was like a defensive spell that probably is like on forever. Someone just hit her over the fucking head.
well,
No,
I
don't-
just
let's just
essentially
go.
tried
Let's
that
just
and
go.
it didn't work.
LJ starts fucking walking.
Bash basically tried to touch her and got knocked back 10 feet and took damage. So,
Yeah.
I mean, rock on with actually using weapons.
Yeah, not even going to do that. I'm absolutely with Lev, let's go.
Can we
Yeah,
put up a
I'll
hole
follow
underneath
along.
her? So she falls in the hole?
Dude, feel free.
I don't have that. I don't have that capability. If I
It
did,
just
I would.
feels like a bad idea. Let's just go and stop the
Okay.
music.
Cool.
He's got this. He's got this.
For a little while longer, anyway.
He seems to be stopping her from moving forward, but that's about it.
Well, let's head on down. Let's head on down the road and see if we can figure out what this music thing is.
Good news, everyone. We found the queen.
Yes.
That's also the bad news.
Mystery solved. Let's go home.
Ta-da!
Can we cast? Here you go. Try this. Can we cast? Does anybody have a silence spell? You cast a silence spell in a radius around her so that she doesn't hear the music anymore.
I do. I can give it a try.
Give it a shot. See what happens.
I'll attempt to cast silence.
Okay. From
I'm
what
going to
level?
concentrate first and try and focus.
Right. From what
You're
level is
gonna
told
get,
to
like,
you, you
violence.
can't concentrate in order to cast a spell. So give me a spellcraft check,
Okay.
or you can use a concentration check. Either one.
I think spellcraft's better.
Yeah, I didn't think about all the derivations of silence, by the way, when I suggested that.
Oh God, I rolled a 1.
Second level for Bard. Oh, you got a 1. Okay, well, fuck that.
I didn't ask how big the room was. Fireball nightmares coping with the aftermath. Was that written by Levern?
So the Bard creates a lance made of silicon, a psi lance.
Oh my god.
Does anybody else want to try?
No.
No.
I don't have silence prepared.
So basically, all of our spells are fucked. Has anybody tried a potion to see what would happen?
Yeah, how are we gonna get the potion in her?
I wasn't talking about that. I was
How
talking
about this?
in
How about this? How
general.
about this? How about this?
Has anybody
I'm
tried
gonna
a potion?
I'm gonna hand Bash a potion of cure serious wounds.
Okay.
You've lost some hit points. Let's find out about these potions before we need them.
Not actually a bad thought.
All right, Bash, what are you gonna do? He just handed you a bottle. You assume it's probably a potion that helps you, but it may also kill you. What do you do?
Bash drinks it.
Oh my god. All right, well, that's your loss.
Oh Lord.
All right, go ahead and roll
What else
for
would you do
Cure
with a
Serious
potion?
Wounds. No, I know. Go ahead and roll for Cure Serious Wounds.
It's 3d8 plus whatever the caster level is. Victor knows
Should be
that.
3d8 plus 10. So go ahead and roll 3d8 plus 10. You receive that many hit points.
Cool. Potions work.
19.
Okay. You get 19 hit points back. All right, what else you guys want to do?
Go on down and see what's going
Yeah,
on with music.
let's go.
All right.
Okay, who's going first? Party order. What do you guys?
LJ.
LJ is first.
And we're going to assume that Frederick in the front there.
Okay.
I'm also gonna have buff
Gold did
spells casted.
specifically say use me as you will, so rock on.
I'm gonna have buff spells casted. I'm gonna type them out, but know that they are cast at this point.
Okay. So I've got Frederick and LJ going forced. Anybody else?
Yes.
Everyone else is just gonna hang back with the queen and chill out.
No,
No.
I'll hop up with
Elijah will bring up the
LJ.
rear because he wants to know what this music is that's hurting his ears.
Okay.
I will be
Ash.
somewhere in the middle. Wondering if I'm going to be useful at all.
Carrick and I will take up the rear unless the robo-vise is needed.
Put Guarlos towards the middle as well. Near
Left
left.
in the middle with Guarlos.
D. Who is D? Doug. Doug is with Lev. And then Marvin is with Blaz. Blodgett. Bash.
Is Marvin being affected by this music at all?
Marvin turns, looks at you with eyes that have seen too much of reality and says, what you call music is just a faint and horrible echo of the pain that I continue to feel every day.
Oh my God, such a drama queen.
It's Winter's fault. It's Angelica's fault for giving him the ability to love. He now understands love, and unfortunately, it basically everything that he does now is seen through the eyes of someone who has loved and lost. And for Marvin, it's a lot.
Oh boy.
Brandon, give me 3
Oh fuck! I
spellcraft
forgot.
checks for LJ, please, and 1,
Fuck.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spellcraft for LJ, please, or Lev. Sorry.
I forgot.
Okay, I believe you.
Oh yeah. All right. 3 for LJ. Not bad. Too bad his spellcraft sucks. 23, 24, and 25. And you said 8 for Lev?
Yeah. Apparently, he's casting 8 spells.
Well, if you're gonna get started, I suppose now's the time.
Who's casting 8 spells?
Lev,
Lev.
Why are you casting 8 spells?
he put it in chat.
Buffs.
Oh,
Let's see. My
You cast a
lowest
spell
roll
on
on
me?
me. Yeah, I cast a spell on you.
dude,
My lowest roll on the spellcraft checks for Lev is a 29.
it'll end up being full strength or
Well, if it winds up being full strength, then
full.
you
I said
know.
fool's strength.
Well, I said full strength. Did I pass?
Checking.
You know that magic's not working here. Why would you cast
It's
spell?
What?
working. It's
What's
just
the pattern?
a little different. So
What's the
LJ's
pattern?
full strength goes off correctly, and then he gets a crown of light that surrounds his head, which is followed up by a bouquet of flowers from his god. Um,
A bouquet of flowers, crown of might.
Divine flower.
Oh!
um, double check. Lev, Fox. Yeah, those are all low enough that with the concentration, basically with the time to sit and concentrate on doing it correctly, you're able to make a spellcraft check and give it a shot. And the ones that Lev cast were all low enough that his spellcraft checks made it through. But you are aware that even sitting and concentrating doesn't guarantee that a spell is going to go through. Made obvious by LJ's new crown, and that you guys are watching Lev cast his spells, and it's not something that you can do and still, like, if he were to be in combat, total shit show. He would easily be hit. I think that definitely you're standing there deeply concentrating in order to cast a spell. It is possible but you're watching your friends do it, and you can tell that it takes a lot out of them to make it work. But you are able to get off. Lev is able to get off all of his spells, so everyone gets their buffs. Guarlos,
Lev
Vash,
loves getting off.
Blas, and Frederick, and then LJ. All right.
I turned 11. Like, I have my own bull strength. But thank you.
Oh, no, I didn't. Then can I put that to Guarlos instead?
Well, you just cast it on him. I mean,
Just cast it on me.
that was like the first thing you did, actually, is cast a bull strength on him.
Okay, well,
Do that.
fuck.
You just fucked. It sucks.
All right.
Like I saved you a spell slot.
Yeah,
Go for it.
it's like my domain spell, because I'm like a war cleric and stuff.
Get a better domain.
Caverns.
Not fucking with the dead.
Go through.
I
Oh, yeah, it takes
barely
you.
fuck with the dead.
It would take you. Yeah, it'd take you about 10 rounds to cast all those spells.
Take me 8.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Awesome.
Divine flower. Crown of light.
All right, so far so good, Caroline. All right. She's gone through. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, LJ and Frederick. You see 3 of the captains of the guard. They're standing there. They've fairly nonchalant, but I mean, they're guards, so they have a level of awareness about them at all times. Sure, that's that. You can see the rest of the corridors around. Okay. Are you guys just going to go in? I mean, you can see them, they can see you. I mean, as soon as you come, like, at that angle.
Yeah, I'm shedding off a lot of light. I'll go ahead and just emerge
Okay.
and I'll greet them.
They nod. They say, they say something to you. It's not loud enough for you to hear what it is.
Don't worry about it.
But they don't seem very angry or aggressive currently.
Fireball.
LJ doesn't have that.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and
Let's just
kind
keep
of smile and nod and keep walking.
Okay. Which direction do you want to walk into? Straight up, to the left, or to the right?
I'll go like up and around them to the to like their side, so we're not walking in the middle of them. But we're gonna.
Okay.
I'm thinking like dead ahead, pretty much.
Victor.
All right, Yes, Caroline.
I'm going to be trying to use my divining rod to give me a direction for the vibration.
Okay. The 3 of them come on point once you keep walking, and they hold out a hand.
I'm sorry.
I'm saying the three women captains in front of LJ and Frederick. When they keep walking, the 3 women captains hold out a hand. It's basically the hand of halt. And one of them says something stern. LJ and Frederick can give me a listen check. Blodgett, Suzanne, do you have Frederick's character? Oh, she's on the phone. John, give me a D20.
I don't have his character.
Okay.
LJ's listen was
John, give me a
32.
d20 for Frederick. Base 9.
32, Victor.
All right. 32 is going to make it, so that's good. I've got Frederick revision B. Joel. Oh wow, listen 22. So total 31. So 2 listen checks above 30. You can both hear she's saying something about I said women only.
Ah, we got a problem.
LJ will kind of hold his hands up in apology and say, "Sorry, I'm kind of hard of hearing. I must not have heard you, but we are women." Can I make a bluff check?
Yeah, I feel like Bash is a tree. Can the common observer notice whether it's a male or female tree?
I mean, can they really
Bash is
know
a
how?
dryad. And unfortunately, yes, the common observer can tell that Bash is a male dryad opposed to a female dryad.
We have like one female in this party, and it's me.
Yeah.
Okay, how about I have an idea. Let's just go back, get some female attire, and come back through.
What if I do the whole Silence of the Lambs thing where I tuck it through and dance?
Yeah, I mean, there's really no way for them to know how we identify, and them just like, going on with the assumption that we have
You can
to
give them a
stop.
bluff check. It's got significant minuses because you can't hear what they're saying, and you're currently like, it's hard to get a good understanding of their tone and way of being. You're basically doing a
Like,
bluff check silent. But give it a
but I
shot.
mean, do they do they like assume I'd be in different armor just because I'm a woman or something like that? What are they at? What's their angle here?
Who are they to tell me how I identified?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
What
kind of
if I
transphobic.
kiss LJ?
Kind of transphobic of them to be like this. 23
Okay.
and wait, is bluff charisma?
It is charisma based, yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that already takes into account the boot on my head.
But with your divine flowers, it gives you a plus
Oh
2.
yeah. Okay, cool. So 25.
All right. And that doesn't beat their sense motive. They step forward. And one of them stops and looks at Frida and points at her. And with both of you having a pretty high listen in the first part, you figured they're basically, they say you can come ahead to Frida.
Hey, what if we retry to bluff them and tell them that it's magic and it's some sort of spell that is making us appear as male when we were actually female?
Victor, I
Mhm.
motion to the party away from it, and I pull out the scroll.
I'm having trouble hearing you. Is that just
Yeah,
me?
you're breaking up really bad.
Okay, you
Okay,
pulled out
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You pulled out a scroll, I heard.
A scroll, pass without a trace. I'm not familiar with that.
I believe that gives you like a bonus to your hide and move silently.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. The subject or subjects can move through any type of terrain and leave neither footprints nor scent. Tracking the subjects is impossible by non-magical means.
Yeah, so it doesn't make you invisible, but it makes it impossible for someone to track you.
I'm going to hand one of the scrolls to them with the figure it out, guys. And I'll go on through. My character dies. I'm so coming back to haunt you.
Lev is going to send his dog with you.
Is she female?
Yes.
You can even send one of
I
the badgers.
did?
My badger's female.
You disturb me, John. All right, which way are you guys trying to go? Caroline and Guarlos, are you trying to go straight across to the left or the right?
I'm using the divining rod. What does it tell me?
To the right.
Right then.
All right. They will let you pass.
Going to be interesting.
But why is he up there?
Did you not read the chat?
Oh, that worked.
Did I not give you a scroll? Figure this shit out.
Watch, it's gonna cast pass without face. And I'm just gonna be walking around like a faceless man.
It's a scroll. It's a pre-made spell. If the potions work, the scroll should work.
Oh,
I'm just saying we haven't tried it.
Okay, you're right. We haven't.
All right. So what do you guys? So Frida, Garlos, and Dog are able to pass. What are the rest of you doing?
why can Guarlos pass?
Didn't you read the text in the
Chat.
chat?
No. Did that work?
He has long hair and a very high charisma. He's a elf, you know.
I'm
Did
absolutely
it out of sight.
happy.
Of the guards.
Yes.
I'm so very happy to not be going by myself, so I'm cool with it.
You could probably ride me. I have a saddle.
Ooh, I'm going to use that line.
Oh dear God.
Okay, this is totally way the adult plus episode.
This is the adult episode.
We already had bestiality and transvestitism going on, as well as the usual hijinks and more.
Now what is it when you have sex with plants?
Aggro.
Usually very hypoallergenic. I don't
Right?
know.
I mean, also true.
Agrophilia?
Yeah. Some
Well, you
agrophilia
make all
going
the
on.
people, all the enemy roll wisdom checks when the druid rides in on a big old dire wolf.
That's what
Well, I
you
mean,
should
oh,
do.
are you? So,
You
Blotched,
should-
are you going to go with them?
Yeah, you should tell
Down
them
for
that
that? Totally down for it. Let's do it.
There's only two of us here right now.
Okay, so Dog and Blodgett are going to go. Suzanne, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. They did not check underneath Blodgett to make sure.
I would hope not, because he might lose his hand.
I mean, seriously, trying to sex a dire wolf is not something you generally just walk up and try.
No.
I'm gonna have
a dire wolf there.
I'm gonna have Lev kind of float into view and see if they acknowledge him while he's invisible.
They do not.
I'm going with them.
All right, that's better than nothing.
And LJ will pull out a deck of cards from the Cloak of Commonality and say, blackjack?
Go for strip poker. It's more the mood of this.
That's the second game. You lead into that.
Okay. You're being coy. Got it.
Okay. You can see through the area here. Basically, once you get into 11, the water in this area, the cave in this area is slightly. It's got about maybe a foot of water in it. The water smells foul. and an old woman lies unconscious, barely breathing. Her clothing resembles that of royalty, and she has a great scar across her forehead.
Okay. Gonna nudge Guarlos and go, anybody we know? Gently, but also going to go forward to try to help her.
You do not recognize her. Yes, it looks exactly like one of the courtesans' clothing.
One of the courtesans? Okay. She's all I can see is the gash across her forehead.
Yeah. And you said Frida's going to check her out, make sure she's okay?
Yeah, that would be my character.
Keep going north?
Guarlos is moving along with Frida.
Oh, moving along with Frida. Okay. And Blodgett and Love?
Is Frida riding Blodgett?
Give me just 1 second.
I probably would have dismounted you to go check on her.
Okay.
Okay, Lev is can I tell why she's on the floor? Like, is she injured or something, or is there some magical ailment?
Well, she's unconscious and barely breathing. Is that a good enough
She
reason?
also has
I
a
don't
gash
know.
on her forehead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not good enough for some people.
No,
So-
look, maybe it's a magical gash. Look, I've dated some people. Okay.
He's been around.
Apparently, I don't even need to know
So,
about that.
Blodgett, what are you doing in the room?
Do what?
What are you doing?
I am going to, I guess, search around and just keep my ears open and figure out.
Yeah. Okay, give me a listen check, Blodgett.
Yeah.
And John, give me a will save.
It's 37.
Okay, yeah, the music is much louder here, and you can tell it's coming from the opposite doorway. All right, you guys got good will saves.
Should we try and heal her, or just leave her here?
Do we have any way to treat her? I mean, I'm going to do basic first aid, but I don't. And try to offer her some.
I mean, we could do like a basic heal check. We might have another. We've got like a cure moderate wounds potion.
Hang on.
Can
I
we?
do have.
Yeah, if we have a potion, I'd say let's use that on her to try and bring her around. We might be able to get some important information from her.
Sure, I'll use one of the cure moderate wounds potions that we've got.
Okay. Give me a fortitude save.
Oh, son of a bitch. It's not looking good.
Yeah.
18?
Yeah, no. Actually, I have to look up the creature to figure this out. You touch her head, and she feels slimy. Slimy, like, oh my God, it's on you, and it feels like crap. And that's about when she starts attacking everyone with tentacles.
No.
Fantastic.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Lev, Guarlos, and Frida.
I still have the vinegar handy.
Should have just left her here. Fucking. Why do I even bother trying to help people?
I mean, true. Did you not get Tim's message? Dashbox. Let's save the kind of cards. Okay.
No, I don't think I did, Victor.
Victor, Are we in battle or what are we
You are
doing?
in combat. It's a surprise round.
I'm
Because
jumping.
obviously you were not expecting her to attack you with tentacles.
No.
And she's casting greater invisibility. And let me make sure that that actually goes off because I don't know that it will. All things. Oh, shit. 18. All right. So she actually gets off greater invisibility. She can't do both. It's in a surprise round. Fuck.
Loves getting off.
All right.
Makes
She will
sense.
attack. And then greater invisibility will be her thing on her round.
Hope
All
she
right.
chokes and it turns into greater infantility and she turns into an infant.
I mean, it was close, but she got an 18 on the spellcraft check. So, 1, 1, 1. Frida, you seem to be female and not affected, so you get the fourth one. All right. So armor class 4, Lev. Oh, just one.
It's not great.
Yeah, I think a 29 is going to hit you.
A little bit.
Guarlos, I have a 28 armor class for you. All right, that is a miss. And Frida, I have a 24 AC for you. Is that correct?
Taking a look. 27.
All right. You are still hit. Okay.
Figures.
All right. Each of you take, well, Lev, you're already slimed, so it's not going to matter. Lev, you take 13 points of damage. Frida, you take 15. And I need a fortitude save from Frida. And I need to look up the effects of the slime.
Okay. That's at least something.
You said 13?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to be slowly going up the scale. That's kind of awesome. 30.
And then everybody gets to roll initiative.
Some sort of crazy fucked up bacchanalia.
20 total on initiative.
Yay.
And they all rejoiced.
I'm at 23 initiative.
Gotcha. Thank you. 15 for the G-Man. Bash, Zags, Blodgett, and LJ. I want everybody's initiative because
I'm trying to find a dice roll.
I sent you
My
mine
boss.
in private.
yeah, I've got yours. I don't have LJ's, Blaz's, and Bash's.
All right.
The monsters, of course, is horrible.
Well,
Because the monsters cannot roll initiative for shit. It's the one thing they cannot do.
Oh,
They can
Victor.
sometimes hit you, but they can never seem to roll. I mean, it's a red letter day when my monsters actually get a decent initiative check.
We're really happy about it, Victor. We like being alive.
I got a Carrick and I have a 7.
Wow, you're actually lower than they are. Damn, son.
Yeah.
Frida, how did you do on that?
I put it in private, 34.
Oh, on the save. Oh, good job. Damn, son. Wow, that's you're saving really good. Good job. And Brandon, I didn't see the initiative for LJ.
For LJ.
Yeah.
16.
And John, can you roll for Joel, please? Base 8. He's gonna have plus 11, so 19. All right, so sort. All right, Frida, lead us off. You got this.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my bottle of vinegar and dump it, which should do something for the tentacles.
Okay, you can. Okay, so size is a factor here. The tentacles are huge.
That's fine. I'll dump it on the one that's holding me.
Okay, and it's not, the tentacle doesn't seem to be continuing to hold you, but you can dump it on the tentacle that's attacking you. So give me a touch attack on the tentacle.
Works for me. Ooh, 20.
Shit. You are definitely going to hit the tentacle.
Well, I'm a little angry. Trying to help people.
All right. Ben. You're welcome. Ben, give me a listen check, please.
$21.
Go for it.
Something.
1 second.
Okay.
Ben, that's their response to you. Um,
That's what I thought.
what is Bash's, what is
exactly
Bash
what-
going to do?
Ash is going to be like, okay, cool. We'll go get her.
All right.
LJ is gonna look at Bash. And
LJ
then,
is, oh yeah, LJ is actually near there. So, what does Lev do this round?
Lev is going to back the hell up,
Okay.
and prepare a dispel magic to cast.
As well.
And I'm
Okay.
going to use that for
Each
counter
square-
spelling.
Each square is going to be about 5 feet.
Okay.
Um,
Totally bring her here.
and Frederick, what do you guys want Frederick to do?
I think Frederick should shoot the guard.
Yeah, hold action.
Okay, hold action on
no.
Frederick. No, actually, John's going to control Frederick. John, what does Frederick do? Not with his bow, but he could use his axe to subdue. Okay.
Just to be clear, they're wearing the captain's uniforms, right?
Yeah, these are definitely city captains. Yes.
Okay.
So
We can
Frederick's
take-
going to
we
move
can
forward
take
and
these.
attempt to subdue Joel. He has 3 attacks, or sorry, John. He has 3 attacks, 3d20. Go on, give me some numbers, sir. My dice know how your dice feel.
I'm going slightly mad.
We can take these clowns.
Okay, the 13 is a total of 35, and that's going to hit. Give me 2d8 plus 5, please. All right, he's able to do 15 subdual damage to 1. They do not appear to be wanting to subdue you in response. Just FYI.
Interesting.
All right, Blodgett. What is Blodgett doing? Oh, there she is. So the woman lying in the pond appears to be a tentacled monster that's attacking Frida, Guarlos, and Love. And Frederick just started fighting with the guards behind you.
Mm,
Hmm.
and which way is the music coming from? North of us?
Music is coming from north of you. Yeah.
And they're grappled, or they're just being attacked?
They're just being attacked.
How long would it take me to get around there?
Those are 5-foot squares. You could definitely get around in one round.
Is this a large creature or just a regular sized humanoid?
This creature appears to be like regular. It's hard to tell. Most of it is apparently underwater.
The whole area is underwater?
So everything
Everything?
from here forward is under about a foot of water and getting a little deeper. The creature here is obviously not a human female who's unconscious.
Yeah.
But you haven't figured out what exactly it is, but it does have 4 giant tentacles.
Oh, tentacles again.
It's like a roper thing.
It's not a roper.
I'm going to
Ropers
go
are
over there
sticky.
and
This one is slimy.
try and pull Frida back out of combat.
That works for me.
In such a way that it's so fast it won't like keep it from getting an opportunity.
Okay. Yeah.
If you come
go
over
forward,
and I
if
can
you go
jump
forward
on
and
your
pull,
back, I will jump on your back.
well, no,
Yeah.
she would have to come forward and pull you back, in order for you not to get an attack of opportunity, and so you'll be able to succeed in that.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, and LJ, what is LJ doing this round?
I'm going to get some.
I'm going to attack them. I'm going to attack the one in front of me.
Okie dokie.
I do not want to kill her.
Okay.
So I'm basically going to be trying to beat her with the pommel of my bastard swords.
Okay. You can do bludgeoning damage with bastard swords. Non-lethal damage.
Swatting her with the flats of my blade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't have Crown of Might, so that's a -1 to all these.
No, but it's funny.
Golly. You love just making me need to make extra charts, don't you, Victor?
Yes,
I think
yes,
you
I do. Guarlos, you're up next, by the way.
So
Blodgett just pulled Frida back. Lev went backwards himself. Okay. Okay. Of what? Is that poison? Oh, nice. All right.
5.
Not the worst idea.
Okay, those are my attacks. Not 299. 29.
No?
As cool as it would be to get an attack roll that high.
Right? It would be kind of awesome.
Godlike even.
All but 2 of them hit. And you cannot crit with
Yeah, okay, with non-lethal.
bludgeoning. Yeah, you can't crit with non-lethal.
Bear.
All right, let me check and see one thing real quick. I think that would actually work. I'm talking to John, by the way. Yeah, it is susceptible to poisons. Roll. What is the poison damage for your attack? Okay, let me see if it's affected. No, it is not. It makes its fortitude save. Nice call, though. That's inventive. That's inventive. It's definitely taken aback by the poison in the water.
That is
It's
102 damage, Victor.
all right. You were able to knock out the second guard. It is their attack, and by their I mean the monsters as well as the other monsters. Lev, you're floating in the air, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
How did you
Invisible.
in there?
Hmm?
I don't know how Lev got in there. Right, women only.
I flew. I'm
Oh, he's
He's
invisible.
invisible.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because of the fact that the creature cast its greater invisibility, I guess that's right. That's basically I rolled greater invisibility last round, but anyway, that's what it's going to do this round.
I'm going to dispel that. I'm going to counterspell it.
All right. No, yeah, you moved into the area, maintained your non-attackness, and cast. Yeah, go for it. Give me a spellcraft check, please.
Yep. 40.
All right. It is not invisible, and it is fully visible. Okay. It comes fully out of the water.
It's really big, isn't it?
It's a revolting fish-like amphibian with a pink belly and 4 pulsating blue-black orifices lining the bottom of its body, secreting gray slime that smells like rancid grease. It has a ginormous tail and several tentacles. It is an aboleth. It is not just it is a big aboleth. Yeah, it's an aboleth that just casts greater invisibility, so you figure that one out.
What brain did I put in there? Abby something.
What?
What brain did I put in there? Abby something.
Cute.
You gave me an abnormal brain?
I put an abnormal brain and a 8 foot tall.
That's such a great
Okay.
moment. All right. So the aboleth basically stands at its full ginormous height in the hole in the space between at the bottom of this. It comes to its full height, blocking the exit from the cave. Can't speak today, like at all. It's definitely a non-speaking day. So
Is that the source of the music by any chance?
no, the source of the music is definitely behind it.
It's trying to protect it.
Yeah, it's trying to protect whatever the source of the music is. That guard falls. The other two guard. No, sorry. The other guard falls. These two guards go on the attack. One attacks Frederico. Spear. One hit. Yeah, just one hit on Frederick. 2d8 plus 6. Yes, it's playing All I Want for Christmas Is You. John, can you mark down 21 hit
that's
points of
an
damage on
evil
Frederick?
thing.
21 hit points of damage to Frederick. Can you write that down for me, please? Bash. Ooh, bash. That is not a crit on you because it was not her first attack. That was her third attack. So she hits you. She doesn't crit you. 11 plus 5, 16 points of damage to bash. No, 17 points of damage to bash.
Ash shouts, "I was going to get the queen."
Fair, man. That's fair. They judged you.
All right, and Blas. It is Blas and Carrick's move.
Yeah. So, I'm not really sure where I am, but I'm going to use my super duper monk skills to scooch around the right hand side of the wall, and basically just scooch up north as far as I can.
Okay. You get right there.
Huh?
And give me a spot check with your
Spot
robe.
check.
Yes, your robe is the only reason I'm giving you the spot check. You wouldn't necessarily see it otherwise.
Thank you. I appreciate
maybe
that.
I would give you a spot check otherwise. I don't know.
Would you?
Probably.
It
You're
doesn't matter,
concentrating
you've
on
got the robe.
scooching, but you're also trying to get through this.
I'm doing my best Scooby-Doo sneak.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Scoob. We've got to get past these guys.
Like,
Right?
like Scoob, these ladies are like totally mind controlled, man.
You would make,
Reggie.
That
you
was
would make,
really well done.
Thank
you
you.
would make a really good Shaggy. I'd be a better Freddy.
Yeah, I think he's on point. All right, what'd you get?
I'm rolling it now. Hold on. Stop. All right, 15 plus 14 is 29.
All right. There is an invisible wall between you and the other thing, and you settle right up to it, and you're like, oh shit. One of the many eyes on your robe of eyes spots it, and yeah,
But
it's like a giant ass wall right there.
oh, they were able to drop the wall.
Well, yeah.
Something dropped the wall.
Well,
You
yeah,
also
something-
realize you have, yeah, it's all right, you have wax in your ears, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah.
All right. Well, I will pull out a dispel magic scroll.
Nice. Okay.
Attempt to dispel the wall.
All right, you'll have to do that next round.
Yep.
Um,
And Carrick is going to hang back where he was.
all right.
He's like, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Frida, top of the round. All you, boo. The aboleth has risen to its full height and is glaring at you. If you've never seen one, I personally think it's a pretty cool monster.
I've never seen one.
I can see the aboleth, right, from where I am.
From where you are, you can see it.
Okay, great, thanks.
Okay, so how does its tentacle look? Because I should be able to at least see that.
I know how to defeat this terrible aberration from the bowels of the abyss. Vinegar.
Victor? I mean, Victor, are you
Hold
going
on.
to answer my question?
I am. 1 second. I've got to stop laughing first.
Okay.
Okay. Bring text. Bring to front. That is an aboleth.
Ewy. Nasty.
They're icky.
Yeah, they're very. It's attacking you with these longer tentacles, But it's yeah,
Oh, no.
it's very slimy. This one doesn't have any slaves, but it's very slimy and disgusting, and all sorts of mean and nasty things.
The beast that's friendly to the stern women in the other room is attacking us with its long tentacles. Oh no.
So many levels of, oh my
Oh
god,
my
did you
God.
really just go there?
Well, I did add a nice song to go with that.
Look, whenever
We
Victor
did.
gives me a fortitude save, I decide I am not going to be merciful upon him.
Not going to be merciful on any of us. Good to know.
All right. So yes, you can. Wait, what were you doing?
I
asked
was
me what-
asking if about the damage on the tentacle I had attacked.
It definitely affected it. It's
Excellent.
not, it doesn't seem to be using that tentacle anymore.
I pull out one of the vinegar bombs I've made, bottles of vinegar, and
Wow.
heave it at it.
Okay, are you heaving at the main creature?
Yes.
All right. Give me a ranged touch attack, please.
Let's rattle off.
Okay. Please forgive me. Ranged touch attack.
Dexterity bonus, plus
Plus
your
base
base
attack.
attack bonus against the touch armor class of the creature.
So dexterity bonus plus what?
Base attack bonus.
Dexterity bonus is +4. Your base attack bonus is
Should be like 30.
okay. I think I have your total. Your total should be +12.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing you use for like a bow or something.
Yeah, your total is +12 on your your ranged touch attack.
Okay, and then my dexterity is 19.
Yeah, but it's total. Your total.
So,
Your
and
base
that-
attack plus your dex bonus is +12.
Okay. And then I rolled an 18.
All right, so that's disgustingly good.
Pretty good.
All right, you are gonna nail it square in the
Yes.
square in the slimy little jaw. Roll 3d8 plus 5.
Got it. I was not prepared for the roll, sorry.
Oh, I forgot that. The fuck is wrong with this thing? That's what's wrong with it. Yeah, that's right. I guess that's fair point. Fair point.
Excellent. Pardon me while I do math.
Okay.
So you said it was 3d8 plus what?
3d8 plus. I don't know what I just said.
A 3d8 plus 5?
Yeah, sounds right.
I think that was it. All right.
Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things. I'm on to the next thing already. You're asking me to go back. I can't go back.
Sorry. 26.
All right.
The world knowledge applies. Yay!
Yeah, we get past it. All right. It howls with pain. Bash.
Wasn't expecting that.
It really was not.
Bash is gonna murder this guard in front of him that just attacked him.
Okay. Is he going to do actual murder or do what Frederick and LJ are doing? It's his choice.
36 to hit. And the first one will be a real hit.
Okay. 36 is going to hit. Roll damage.
Like, come on, Bash. These ladies are totally mind controlled, man. I don't know if they deserve the lethal damage.
Brandon, that is freaking brilliant.
Alrighty.
27 damage.
Reasonable damage.
We're ready.
All right, that hits and damages. Next.
Okay. I'll be nicer on this one. Like, I'm still going to hit him, but I'm not trying to kill him now.
All right.
I'm sure we'll all be
Thanks, Bash. I feel pretty bad killing these ones.
Oh, well, that one was terrible. It's not going to hit anyway. 17 to hit?
Yeah, that misses.
Go, Jen.
All right, and then
For
20,
you.
24 to hit.
That actually also misses.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
then
they're-
maybe I'll
they're-
try to kill him next time.
They're wearing basically bikinis with pauldrons, and it gives them a 26 total armor class. It's fairly magical. You actually hit a part of their body not covered by the bikini, and it's still the blow still glances off on that last one. It acts as full combat armor. All right. Lev, your turn.
Let's see here. I am going to cast Dragon Breath on myself.
All right. Give me a concentration check or a spellcraft check, please.
$30.
All right. You now have the breath of a dragon.
Okay, I am going to go with I don't know if I should go with red dragon for fire or white dragon for cold.
No one knows.
I would probably go for fire.
Go with lightning. There's one of them does that, isn't there? That's a blue dragon, eh?
Yeah, that is the blue dragon, but I don't think that will dehydrate. So I'll go with the red dragon one, and we're going to breathe a cone of fire.
Okay.
It does 1d8 per 2 caster levels. If I can find my d8, they're around here somewhere. Twelves. Last bag that I ever checked. Figure 7. I'll get used to it. There's no way I can jump in there. Okay, I'll take care of it. So I need round up or down, Victor.
Round up.
That is 33 damage. And he can do a reflex save of 23 for half damage.
It does not bother to save.
Oh.
It looks like it is casting a spell on its own as well.
Oh,
Frederick,
shit.
your turn. John, what do you want Frederick to do? Yeah, but there's also he's not finished with the lady he's not finished with the lady he's fighting. Oh baby. That's actually gonna hit. That hits. Misses. 3d8 plus 5 2 times, sir. Blodgett. What do you want Blodgett to do?
Can
Can't
I
hear
sneak attack it?
you. You definitely can, as a matter of fact. It is not it is concentrating on a spell, so it is not you've got her on the ropes.
Ooh,
Okay,
I
let's
think
see,
that
actually,
would mean it needs a concentration check.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
10, the 8. There you are. A 21 and a 20 to hit. A hit?
The 21 will hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Hmm.
46 points of damage.
All right, since you're biting it, you would be able to tell this. You can tell this creature's skin is harder than it looks.
Oh.
LJ,
Um,
Oh,
Zach, did you cast a spell
Hey.
magic on that wall?
not
I
yet.
have not had the opportunity.
What?
I've not had the opportunity.
Okay. Do you want me to take care of it, or do you want to do it?
Sure, go for it.
Okay. I will take out my Dispel Magic Scroll, and I will hopefully not fail this spellcraft check.
Give it a shot.
Not bad. Not
Well,
bad.
it's a scroll, so it goes off.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right,
Oh, I
you're
don't
able
even
to dispel the magic.
Hell yes.
The wall of force is dissipated. Guarlos. Guarlos.
Oh,
Yes. All right. Well, you can definitely, even at a flask of poison, add it. I mean, if you roll really well, you might get its throat. But okay. Well, it's a water creature, so it ingests, through its skin. No, I mean, you can basically hit it with a. That works. That definitely works. All right. Mm-hmm. They didn't. I'm sorry. No. 16 and a 17 are way too low. Logic, give me a fortitude save. I just remembered you attacked it with, you bit it. All right, and for its move, it is casting an empowered lightning bolt.
Oh dear.
15.
It's not a nice spell.
I don't like that dice.
Uh-oh, sucks to be you guys.
I got a 15.
All right. You know what, Lev? You might actually be saved from this.
Yeah, I'm not the one standing in a line.
Yeah, that's basically the reason. I was like, you were screwed because you're casting a spell, so you cannot move. Just like it couldn't move, neither can you in order
Isn't
to
Blodgett
reflect away
closer
from
than
the
that?
spell.
Oh no, that's Blodgett up front. I see.
Yeah, that's Blodgett. What did you get for this Fortitude save, Blodgett?
15.
15 total? Okay, you feel slimy. Some kind of slamminess got stuck
I
to you.
tasted slimy when I took a bite out of
It
it.
was just okay. So Blodgett, Guarlos, Frida,
Disgusting.
and Dog, please give me a reflex save.
Oh, not dog!
Oh yeah, Dog.
What did dog ever do to you? Dog got a natural 20.
28.
Ooh.
Okay, the DC on this one is 23.
Dog saved with a 25.
I got a 28.
Evasion
without rolling it,
means
I would have
if
had a
you
26.
make the save, you take half damage. If you fail the save, you take full damage. How many
Okay,
hit
what's
points do
the
you have, John?
damage?
How many hit points do you have? Good.
That's how many points it does.
This is an empowered lightning bolt.
Victor, does Empowered Lightning Bolt have spell resistance check? Because dog has spell resistance.
What's the dog's spell resistance?
Equal to Lev's, 30.
Oh yeah, it goes through.
Huh, well. Can I have dog dispel the magic?
No,
Sorry, bio break.
dog doesn't have a scroll.
The dog can cast dispel magic.
Okay,
One
dog
ti-
was not
once per day.
holding.
Once per day. Spell-like ability.
Why? Because he's a familiar?
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 52 points of damage. No, you would have to have the familiar like holding its action to cast a counter spell, not just randomly take an action after not taking any actions at all. So it's 52. John, that would be full on you and half for Dog, Frida, and Blodgett. So 52 divided by, it's 26. 26 points of damage.
Well, you just killed a dog, Victor. How do you feel about that?
I feel bad. A little bit. Not too bad.
Dog's got 6 fucking hit points.
Victor didn't put dog in harm's way.
Dog only had 6 hit points?
Let me look over this. Oh, nope. Never mind. My bad. You didn't kill a dog. You almost killed a dog.
Yeah, I didn't think Dog had 6 hit points. It's like, what is Dog?
Hiccups.
Dog has hiccups?
Oh, I have hiccups. Okay.
Yeah, Dog has 29 hit points. So with that save, it would have like 3 hit points
Yeah,
left
3
or
hit
something?
points. 3 hit
3 hit
points.
points left. Okay.
Don't do that again, Victor. You're gonna kill a dog.
I mean, I've
Cute
killed worse
dog
than dogs before in my
did
life.
nothing, but this dog did nothing to you.
I've seen that dog's character sheet. I know what it's done.
This dog didn't do anything to you.
All right. So, okay. Good. That is the Eldest attack. Blaz and Carrick. Blaz, you're up next. The wall is down.
Laws is gonna rush in and try and go around towards the right side of the monster. I don't think he'll make it there for an attack. But
There's roughly a half a foot opening. I mean, the monster is literally using its
no.
full height and space to.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm going around it. I'm saying I'm going towards its right flank.
Towards the right flank. Okay, just going to the right flank. Okay. I was like, how are you?
I don't
How are
think
you?
that I could attack it this round. I don't think I'm
Can somebody
Okay.
knock out the chick that Frederick's dancing with so he can fill it full of arrows?
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
He can do an awful lot of damage to it if somebody gives him a clear shot without this idiot guard on him.
Garrett could come up and try and engage the guard.
That's crazy talk. Carrick do an attack?
He's never
No
really
way.
fought before. That would be new and interesting, huh?
You think so?
I think
Just do
so.
it back. It's cool. You can do it.
All right,
He's
all right.
gonna knock Frederick out.
He's a second level fighter. You know,
He's got those levels for a reason. Make use of them.
that's
Hey,
right.
I'm a second level druid. You don't see me like doing druid shit.
Yeah, we do. You've spoken
We,
with
we literally just did.
You just did a druid thing too.
Yeah, you really don't get to make that comment right now.
I mean, I talked to a tree. That's
talked
the
to a
equivalent
tree,
of getting
you
into
made
a
the
bar
whole-
fight.
You made the whole like dead tree graveyard argument.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that's because I
and you
am
know
a
what's
tree.
amazing? Yeah.
There's a difference in being a druid and being a dryad. Like,
Is there really though?
yes, a dryad is what I am. A druid is a thing that I choose.
Well,
You know, like a dryad is how I'm
That's
born.
legit.
And
No, that's legit. I like that argument. All right, Zag, what does Carrick do?
so Carrick is taking out the black mace that he's never used before. I mean, he has in training, of course. And he's going to attack.
He can
yeah,
move
this
forward and
definitely
do a
isn't going to
single
go
attack.
poorly.
19. That's a good roll. Plus 12 is 31.
I
He's
think this is
doing non-lethal attack.
It's under here. That's definitely gonna hit.
Look at that.
Wait, where did the black mace come from? I'm trying to remember.
It
I
was
remember
it
this
was,
mace, and I'm trying to remember where it's from.
black mace plus 4 to hit, 1d12 versus medium creatures, 1d8 versus large creatures, plus 4 to hit damage, 2-time crit on a 20 only. That's what I got. It used to belong to Blas, but Blas doesn't use a mace.
Okay, so this looks like just a regular +4. I know what this. Okay, this is just a regular +4 black mace. There's another black mace that I think. Anyway, all right, roll damage. Actually, don't even bother rolling damage because she had 2 hit points left. She is unconscious.
Yay! Look at that.
Nice.
An
That's
assist
good
from
attack.
Carrick, making an attack successfully. Oh, I forgot to do their attacks.
He's feeling real
Somebody
full of
take a
himself.
picture for longevity. Now get your ass in here.
And on their attacks, one of them hit Bash for 15 points of damage. All right, top of the round, Frida, and then Bash, and then Lev. So Frida first.
Frida is absolutely going to throw another bottle of vinegar. It's working.
Man, you were making a friend for life.
What's
Yeah,
the
I'm sure.
vinegar? What's the vinegar about?
Vinegar is something that will absolutely fuck up a squid or an octopus's skin. It's one of the things that they use for literally cooking a live octopus or squid in a situation where you don't have a way to cook it. You can use vinegar. And they will eat it that way too.
That's evil.
That sounds horribly inhumane.
That
Yeah.
sounds horrible.
I am a druid.
She's marinating the monster.
I know.
Okay. I'm protecting the plants.
Yeah, I mean, an
Not
aboleth.
sea monsters.
An aboleth is an aberration and not an animal, so
You're gonna
Yeah, one
get
sec.
on me after I've seen some of the stuff y'all have done, and I'm using vinegar, and you're gonna get on me.
look. Now you're just
I wasn't
stooping to our
talking
level.
about in this case in roleplay. I was
Yeah,
saying
I was just saying it's
it's
a horrible
horrible
thing to do to
it
an
would be
octopus.
horrible for an octopus or squid to be cooked that way.
My heart bleeds. Here's the violin. Moving on.
Hey, octopi are very
Hey,
intelligent
your heart
creatures.
may bleed, but what's your to hit roll?
What do I need to roll?
D20 plus 12.
Thank you. Sorry, I got a little thrown off by all of that. 29.
I could see that.
It's like pouring sulfuric acid on a human being, watching it cook.
Okay, 29 hits. Roll 3d8 plus 5.
You got it. It's. Oh, hell yeah. And plus 5. So 8 times 3 is. I can't do math in my head. I just can't. $27.
27 points. All right. It
It's
is
not much, but god damn it, it's at least a little distracted.
it is specifically unhappy about you.
I'm sure it
Bash,
is.
your turn, sir.
41 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 26 damage.
All right. She is still up. Go ahead. You get 2 more attacks. Oh, I get it now. I get your saying now.
35 to hit.
That also hits. And then Lev's next, and then Frederick and Blodgett. So, John, be ready with Frederick.
Uh, 22 damage.
All right. She is unconscious. And the entire dungeon moves.
Are we out of the people in this room? Are we out of combat now?
No, you're still in initiative.
Okay.
Lev, your turn.
I'm going to breathe some fire.
All right. Breathe away, sir.
2, 5, 7. 16, 20, 25, 32, 36 damage. And I'm going to have Dog prepare to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. All right, Frederick. All right. Go ahead. One hits.
Can't hear Guarlos at all.
That's because he's muted because he loves me.
Oh,
Oh, no, you just need to roll 3 times. But no, the second one's going to hit. Roll damage, and damage is for all of the arrows. Let me give you the way. This damage is 1d8. So with many shots, he's going to be 4 arrows. It is an evil outsider, so it's going to be plus 5. Does not have magic weapon greater, so plus 10, 4d8 plus 15 per shot. 4 arrows hit, so 4d8, and then just give me the 4d8, and we can add the rest.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, those are the arrows he's hitting with. Oh, you don't know what a displacer beast is?
Nope.
Okay, you'll have to look it up. 1 sec. 4 8-sided dice.
Why are we talking about a displacer beast? Are we dealing with a displacer beast too?
Okay.
Great.
Quick, somebody summon a blink dog. I hate those guys.
30, 28. Okay. Whew. Fun math. Fun math. All right. Frederick's only one set of his arrows hits. The other 2 should have hit but didn't. The ones that do hit, you can tell seem to be sinking in, but the skin is abnormally hard. Not anymore. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yeah. All right, Blodgett, your turn.
Budget is Did I do much damage last time? Could I tell?
You definitely did damage last time. That skin was really hard, but you definitely did damage last
But
time.
I was a sneak attack, so he
Yeah,
knows
you
I'm
can
there
continue
now.
to sneak attack. Now that it's being attacked by multiple fronts, any attack you do is a sneak attack.
Oh, I forget. I always forget this.
Mm-hmm.
Why I can't remember that. All right. Ooh.
And you will get +2 for flanking.
So 22. So I got a 24 to hit and a 19. 19 misses.
Yeah. Even with the +2, that would still miss. All right, the 24 hits though. Roll them, damage them. And then LJ and Guarlos are next.
32.
32. All right.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 32.
All right, it is definitely feeling it. If it had legs, you're pretty sure it would be on its last ones.
It's on its last tentacles.
It's on its last tentacles. LJ, your turn.
It's bleeding out its eyes.
Let's see. Those are 5-foot squares.
Yes, those are 5-foot squares.
Charge.
Difficult. You cannot charge. You've got too many party members between you and the creature.
What if I
But
make
you
it?
can end your turn next to the creature and attack it with your full attack next turn.
If I jump over Guarlos,
Mm-hmm. You could land in the mouth of the creature. Give it a shot. Do you want to do that?
yeah,
Do it.
No.
Do it. Do it.
You can attack it from the
God,
inside
stop
out.
it.
Come on.
would I get like the charge attacks from doing that?
I mean, sure.
I mean, I think that would be kind of cool, right? I like leap over John and I stick my blades into the beast.
I
Do
like this. I like this. Go for it.
I'm doing
Do it.
All right.
Wait, let me check my jump skill, and that'll decide if we're doing this.
You'll be sorry.
I get a plus
Come on, that'll be
6.
great. I love this.
Just shoot your eye out, kid.
Screw it. Screw it.
All right. LJ is leaping forward and jumping over Guarlos to the creature itself.
I get a. Where's my jump?
Can I take out my camera and take a picture for Instagram?
I get a 22.
That definitely gets
Nope.
you.
Oh wait, it's jump is modified by strength, which is better.
Okay.
And didn't you cast strength of a bull or something on
Yeah,
you?
I did. So
No, that was actually strength of a gull, and
Gold strength.
gull strength. Yes.
Caw, bang, fuck, I'm dead.
Y'all are goofy.
it'll be a 24.
24. All right. You successfully leap over Guarlos.
All right.
You are flying through the air with the worst of ease at this creature. And I mean, you can hear it now because you guys are so close. It's like, I did not crawl forth from the abyss of Krakafoon to bandy with the likes of you. I am a child of Azathoth. Prepare to return to the primordial goo from whence you were born. And
How
just
does that
then,
spell?
LJ leaps over Guarlos's. Oh, that's shit. That's the wrong character. Damn. It's another guy who says that. Anyway, he's not the eldest. He's the Eldest. Anyway, you leap over him and you attack.
And I get
-5 on attacks.
Ooh. I get a
totally can make them.
26 then, and a 22.
Okay. Both of them will connect. Give me 2 fortitude saves.
Sure. $25 and 28.
All right, you are not affected by the slime, but you are definitely slimed. Actually, you're able to like just get it off of you without succumbing to its slimicular tendencies.
Awesome. So now for the damage.
Know what that means.
37 damage.
All right. The aboleth falls into the water, a giant blubbering mass of
Yes.
quivering goo.
Yes. That was cool.
That was appropriately insane, yes.
Guarlos raises a hand and says, medic?
Do I see anything with my eye, Victor?
Basically, you can see the aboleth clearly now. You could see it clearly with your eyes, the whole thing. That's why you were able to see it clearly.
So nothing else is there. We have taken it down. Okay.
Correct. Now it's fairly easy for everybody to see. You can see now that you can see now that it's It is no longer being displaced.
I am absolutely thrilled. Okay. I'm going to cast Cure Moderate Wounds. What's that damn thing? I know I have it.
Blood fucking sucking piece of shit.
Are we still hearing music?
Yes.
Okay.
Not shocked. It was protecting whatever's back there. Let's go ahead and get some. Everybody who needs some cure points, get over here.
I'm going to. Was magic working? Like, are it?
At this point, I'm taking a chance.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to very politely take the armor that the guard is wearing, the captain, and put it on.
Frida, dog limps up to you pitifully and whining a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Cure moderate wounds. Let's see what you get points wise. That's 2d8 plus. It's here somewhere.
Caster level.
I'm caster level 12, so that's caster level what? 6? Yeah, 6.
Did you not read that part, Brandon?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Dog is actually going to be fine. She has regeneration.
Okay, if you don't need it, then I know Guarlos did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Guarlos definitely does, as does Blas. So you're going to cast it on Guarlos.
Yes.
Give me a spellcraft check,
I need
please.
healing.
What am I
A
needing?
spellcraft check.
Yeah, so
D20
my
plus your
roll plus my
spellcraft.
bonus. Okay, awesome, because I have a high spellcraft point.
Good. +8.
But I can't do that.
+8 is what I show for your spellcraft.
Yeah.
Good.
25.
Cure moderate, you said?
You know what? We're gonna go with cure serious. If I'm gonna take the chance, let's do some serious curing for people. That's 3d8. Okay.
Barely. You were just barely able to get it off correctly.
Well, that's fair.
Off.
And some people are children.
You're not wrong.
Look, I'm the youngest one here. I get to be a child.
Okay, good point. That's good.
Okay.
I would let you get into that fight, Ben, but you have a child. You don't get to be a child when you have a child. After you create them, it's hard to be them.
Guess who doesn't have any kids? Yeah.
Yeah, don't ever change that.
Don't worry, I don't plan to.
Okay, Guarlos, you get 32 points back.
Though I suppose you rarely intend to.
John, did you
Sometimes
hear
do.
me?
Yeah, he did. He heard you. He's happy.
Okay, couldn't
Thank
hear
you.
him. And Gaz, you needed some? Who? Who did? Blas?
Applause, yeah.
Blas.
Why do I need healing?
No,
I don't know. He
Blas,
said you
Blas-
needed healing.
Well,
fuck. Ben needed healing.
okay.
Ben needed healing. All right, healing for Ben.
Didn't you get hit by that lightning bolt?
I took a little bit of damage from the guard. Like I'm down like, I don't know, 30 points or something.
What about
Nothing
Blodgett?
serious.
No, Blodgett didn't get hit. Who did? Who else did get hit?
Guarlos is still down 20.
Well, somebody else is going to need to step in. He's barely made that roll, so I'm not gonna.
Well, give it to Guarlos, and I mean, if you really need somebody to take it, I'll take it, but give it to Guarlos first because I think he needs it more than I do.
Yeah, I think
You
you have
got it.
more hit
Okay,
points than I do.
35 points, Carlos.
Okay, I'm back up to full.
Plus,
Thank you.
I got this new cool armor that ups my AC to 26 apparently.
All right.
Oh, Vic, my AC currently is actually 29. Because of the spell and the upgrade to +2 chain shirt.
Okay.
All right.
LJ is who here is slimed currently?
I was slimed. I got it off.
Guarlos isn't. He's far too pretty for that.
Is anybody slimed?
Come over here. Get a little vinegar. You'll be okay. I know Blodgett was slimed.
I'm going to oh man.
I'm
Carolina
gonna
and
walk over
Zach
to
messages
Craig
for you both.
and just be like, "Hey, nice job."
Okay. Where was my... All right.
You got that, Zach?
I just got it. Thank you.
Okay.
I replied, Victor.
I'm gonna have LJ use a Cure Light on Lev.
Okay.
And the spellcraft check on that. Actually, I'd like to use concentration if I can. 25.
That definitely works.
Cool. Lev is back up to full health.
Okay.
Total of. Oh wait, sorry.
Form of
25.
Oh. Blodgett, get over here right now.
What happened?
Something's happening to your mouth.
Blodgett's mouth?
rabies.
Can I do a heal on... Oh.
What about vinegar? Because
Yeah,
it's
but
probably,
you're-
it's
I
probably
think
from biting the tentacles.
You know what? Let's do it. We'll try the vinegar. If that doesn't work, I'm going to go with cure moderate wounds. Does she have any wounds?
I did take some slime.
Well, you're going to be drinking some vinegar, darling. Here you go.
Okay. Just fish and chips, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, it's Arthur Creature's fish and chips. The fish being aboleth.
I have a remove disease spell. If that's going to be helpful.
I'm not getting any response from Victor, so I don't know what's happening.
You think you dropped
I-
off?
I don't know, but now I want fish and chips.
Yeah, that does sound really freaking good.
There's like literally nowhere.
You guys are so wrong.
We
But
are.
Just remember that they're serving aboleth, not abalone.
So, Victor, what effect does that have?
Muted myself again. The vinegar on Blodgett's muzzle. Yes, it is the same thing, by the way. The vinegar on Blodgett's muzzle doesn't appear to be changing what's going on. It still seems to be becoming translucent.
Okay, I'm definitely going to let Blas know that we need a cure disease to see if this
You
will change
need
things.
2 of them because that's happening to Lev's arm as well.
All right, let's hit me as well, because I know I got hit and I can't. Victor, looking down at myself, what do I see?
No, you don't see any part of you having the same reaction currently.
That's
You're
awesome.
female. You're the only
Well,
female.
you made really good fortitude saves.
Might want to do a legend lore, Lev, or something that'll try and help us figure this out.
Now wait a minute. I passed all my fortitude saves.
Yeah, can I actually have Lev do like a knowledge arcana check or maybe knowledge planar because it's an aboleth?
There were 2 fortitude saves that were failed. One was from Blodgett.
No, Blodgett didn't fail.
Lev failed badly.
Lev definitely failed. I thought Lev and Blodgett. Who's his other person?
Blodgett had a 28.
Right.
No, that
Was
was
it-
reflex.
Was it Guarlos?
No, I didn't get hit by tentacle.
Was it Frida?
What was it? Dogs?
No, I did not get it.
Wasn't
I
dog.
did not fail a fortitude check.
I had a 19 for fortitude. And I had.
Yeah, it was. You did. It was the 19. 19 fails
I
because
think it was 19
you needed a 21, and you got a 19. That's what it was.
I have a neutralized poison spell. I mean scroll.
I'm guessing it was 19. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't type it on here.
Okay.
Whoever's
Now
cracking
that you're
it-
stopping and looking at yourselves, Frida and Lev can see that their hand, Lev's hand, and Frida and Blodgett's mouth are becoming translucent and slimy.
Oh,
Can I roll a knowledge check about
Okay.
aboleths to see if this is like a disease
Come
or
here,
a poison?
everybody.
What
Gather
it would
around.
take to reverse this?
Sure.
What knowledge should I use?
I could just cast a remove disease spell.
But if
You
it's not a
could.
disease, that's not going to work.
Please do. Please do.
All right. What do you have as far as go
I
and
think it
roll
was
for
the
your
dog
cure
that
disease?
failed.
I'm telling you, if it's not a disease and it doesn't work,
Then they're gonna die. Roll a move disease, please, Blaz. Give me a spellcraft check. Sorry.
I only wrote down I lost.
Give me a spellcraft check for the remove disease spell, please.
Doing it. Hold on.
Thank you.
Hope I roll high. 20. Ooh, that's high.
All right.
20. So 24 total.
All right. Double check that. Yeah, it's a third level spell. You'll be able to make that. Yes, you're able to stop the disease on Blodgett.
Great.
Blodgett's
Anybody else want to
muzzle
start?
clears up, and he seems to be. He's able to shake the slime off of his face.
Yeah, I'm burning third or fourth level spells, but anybody else need one?
Lev needs one, but he doesn't. He might use just use his knowledge. You may want to wait until he uses his knowledge first to see if he can figure it
I
out.
need one. Frida needs one, please.
Frida
please.
doesn't need one. She's not turning translucent.
I thought you said this.
No, only 2 people failed. Blodgett
Never mind.
and Lev.
Never mind.
I was being facetious. Do you want to cast one on Lev or not?
Oh, I thought you told me to wait. Yes. Do I need to make another roll?
Yes, please.
Not as good. 15, 19 total.
Okay, that's not going to make it for cure disease. Lev, you suddenly feel more calm and relaxed about your arm. It's going to turn to you may turn into a slime creature, but you don't feel as worried about it anymore.
What about restoration? Lesser restoration? I've got a scroll for lesser restoration.
Good shot.
Do I have any more cure diseases?
I have more spells of that level, but my spellcraft is not very high.
could I use the rod of the rod of weave power to assist him with his spellcraft check?
No.
Damn.
Victor, I'm going to use my scroll of lesser restoration on Les.
Okie dokie.
to do?
You'd have to roll. It's scroll.
Okay. What am I
That seems to restore him. He's not. Actually, that's not going to fully restore him, but he does get another fortitude save. Lev, give me another fortitude save, please.
Fuck off. You're joking, dude. I don't make it.
Damn
Okay.
it. So that didn't do anything.
Well, it stopped it for a moment, but he wasn't able to shrug it off.
I'm going to try neutralize poison spell. Would that have any effect?
That should.
Well, I did try and roll in knowledge to try and find that out before we got here, but you know. Rock on.
Well, you didn't tell me what the knowledge was.
I'm asking you what the knowledge was. Would it be Arcana? Would it be the planes? Would it be Dungeoneering? What would it be?
Engineering.
Dungeoneering?
Yeah,
Fuck!
you're basing it off of stuff you've heard about creatures in the dungeon. Monsters. It is a monster.
26.
Yeah, basically remove disease, heal. Those are the two major. Like, basically, remove disease is what you cast before you turn into a slime creature.
So,
Heal is what you cast after you've been turned into a slime creature.
ugh.
And I mean, you don't turn into a slime creature per se. You turn into an aboleth slave. So it's not as bad as, I mean, you get +1 for the natural armor bonus. Oh, wait, no, you get -1 to your natural armor bonus. So I guess that is bad. But as long as you stay in the water, you're fine, Lev.
Yeah, I'd reckon a neutralized poison isn't going to work on this. It's cured.
Well,
He
Yeah,
said
neutralized poison might give you another chance at a
at a fortitude save
at a
for me to
fortitude
fail.
save. All right. Is that a spell or a scroll? Okay. All right. Yes, that's the same thing that happened to Brandon's mouth, to Blodgett's mouth. Sorry, I'm rereading something that you already had written earlier and I already answered. One more fortitude save from Lev, please.
God,
roll it good, love.
I didn't.
You can do it. We have faith in you.
10.
All right. Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
Caroline. Are really? I mean, you're.
You're telling the wizard to make a bunch of fortitude saves.
I know what's happening.
All right, what was I doing?
Brandon, you could use, if you tried to use the rod of the weave to support Blaz, you would be able to give him a +2 on his spellcraft check.
Yeah, whatever helps.
All right, Zeg, do you have another cure disease?
Sure, I do.
All right, Lev can give you a +2.
Oh, you
by
know what?
using-
You know what? Save your spell slot. We have 2 remove disease potions.
I mean, that would work.
Mistake.
I'm gonna drink that.
That
think that sounds
definitely
like-
works. All right, the disease has been cured.
And on that note, I need to go to bed because it's after 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me
But I think
too.
we did pretty good combat-wise.
Yeah, it was a good combat.
And you guys can hear distinctly the music coming from directly north of you. So it's
You're
Yeah.
not done yet.
no, you're not done, but you're definitely near the center of the music. So next next week we can come back and you can face the music.
Oh my god.
Okay. Night, y'all.
Right.
Good night.
Night.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, who all left? Everybody's coming.
Yeah, it's
Done?
everybody's got to go. Everybody's got to wake up tomorrow, or has had a long day. It's a 50-50.
All right, cool. That happened fast. All right, thanks. Thanks, Vic. As always, Happy New Year.
You are very, very welcome, Zach. I will stop the share. Yeah, you take care of yourself. And actually, Zach, I will actually be in Austin.
When?
Next week. And then the week after. Oh my God. Actually, Zach, you said you had an Airbnb or something was that in Austin or California?
No, it's in Austin. It's my apartment when I'm not staying here.
Oh, okay.
But,
Are you staying there the week of January 16th through 21st? Okay, and I ask because
depends, I guess.
so I have a meeting in Austin for the week of the 16th through 20th. It's
Huh?
a work meeting,
Huh?
and I have a corporate Amex that says I get to pay whomever I want for staying in Austin.
Huh.
And I would prefer to pay a friend as opposed to other random humans and corporations.
Yeah. Let me check on that tomorrow, and
Okay.
I'll let you know. I might take a trip to Northern California.
I mean, rock on, dude. I will be in Austin for my doctoral week from Wednesday through Sunday, the first week of January, and then I'll be coming back. Not happy about it, but fuck it. I'll be coming back for IBM work from the 15th through the 21st, and possibly through the 28th if they're not done in time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's we're doing an internal audit, and I've become the subject matter expert, whether I like it or not.
Mm.
And so I have to go down there and.
So you would need the space from the 15th to the 21st?
Yes, at least from the 15th through the 21st. And regrettably, I will know literally like the 19th or 20th, whether or not it'll be 2 weeks instead of one.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, I'm pretty flexible.
Okay.
So, let me write that down and look at my calendar tomorrow, and I'll talk to you.
All right. You guys get back okay?
Yeah, we made it back, and we got the cats picked up and taken care of.
Good, good, good.
It was an adventure cat wrangling as always, but it worked out in the end. And they're mad, but they can just bite their mad spots.
Right. That's definitely a thing for cats, man.
Mm-hmm.
Next week's pretty free. So if you wanna let me know when you're around, we can get together for a drink or something.
We'll do. All right. Yeah, we'll totally do that. We'll totally do that next week. All right, man.
All right.
You take care, bud.
All right, take it easy.
You too, bud. Bye.
I have a question, Victor.
Question? Yes.
What was the results of that all that experimentation that I was doing?
Basically, that's what allowed you guys to figure out that you could cast spells correctly.
Oh, awesome.
Like, basically, you have to super fucking concentrate, as in, lose armor class bonus and reflex saves. And you can cast a spell.
Cool. All right.
If you are hit during that, you have to make a concentration check because it's a serious amount of concentration that you're using to cast spells.
It sucks.
And it is apparent to you that the monsters are being affected as well because you watched the aboleth have to concentrate as well to cast an empowered lightning bolt.
I'm gonna guess he's got a spell correct. He's got like a concentration of like 40 or some shit.
I mean, yeah, he was a very old aboleth mage.
He was not anymore.
He hasn't aged a day since then, and he's not going to anytime soon.
Mm.
But yeah, that's
Okay. Cool. Did my messages get out to Tim and the rest of them? Okay.
Your message to Tim turned into a massage to Tim. Tim was able to respond by sending you a frog.
But the spell is called sending.
Yeah.
How would it turn into a massage?
Spells are tricky, man. I'm just saying, spells are tricky.
All right. Sent me a frog.
Yeah, his frog, what is it? His frog arrived just as you were nodding off for the evening, belched out a scroll that reads, "Got your massage, and thanks for my back feels amazing. Likely you meant to send me something, which tells me there's a good reason that the wizardess hasn't been getting our messages. Write your update and feed it to Boggy. He'll get it back quickly. Hope all's well, and don't believe anything anyone in the castle says." And the frog waits for you to write something on the scroll.
Okay. What do I want to say to Tim then? I want to confirm his suspicions that there's a good reason that the messages haven't been going through. Magic is on the fritz. Sending may have turned to bending or some such nonsense like that to make his back feel better. But I worry that it might be spreading. So if since I've got paper, I'll go ahead and list my experiments with Mage Hand and some of my experience with Legend Lore and Teleport.
Okay.
And say that if anything of the sort begins happening across the sea, I need to know about it.
Roger that. Okay. And then you were not able you did not have enough time to do Legend Lore that evening. You were able to get the sends out and the Mage Hand. As far as the Weave and Mysteria, basically Mysteria is in charge of the Weave. Hecate is in charge of its use, magic itself. In this city, there is literally a temple to every single version of the goddess of magic imaginable.
Okay.
Like every iteration,
Shocking, really.
goddess of magic. Even some you've never heard of until the guys report back in the morning. All the magic temples are active and they're all under lock and key because of the difficulty of magic working. The priests and priestesses there are even less forthcoming than the temple of Ananya where Blas visited. The group, the party was able to get in only because of their experience and bluff skills, not because they were wanted or appreciated. Blas and LJ, the two clerics, and actually Guarlos as well, because I mean they all have a level of cleric somewhere in there, can surmise that all the temples are both similarly afflicted with the problem and super embarrassed about the problem.
Okay.
Caroline joked that it was a performance anxiety issue, and performance issues are always a problem. The books. And just to be clear, I think, yeah, at the very bottom, no, where did I put that information?
My question about the temples, though,
Mm-hmm.
this seems to be just the standard difficulty with magic that everybody's experiencing, and not
Yes.
like the the prayers of the clergy are no longer being answered.
Right.
Okay.
That is correct. That is correct.
That's what I
People are
was
still able to cast spells. They just don't. And so for a priest or priestess who doesn't necessarily have a good spellcraft check and understanding of the weave, there's not a difference between those two concepts.
Okay.
So that's why the priests and priestesses are freaking out. To them, they're, especially for a goddess of magic, it's like, if my god or goddess's work is not being spelled through me, then is that a fault with me or is my god? Like, where does the fault lie? And they don't like any answer they have.
Okay. But if it's still demonstrably possible
Mm-hmm.
at all,
Mm-hmm.
then she's alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is definitely demonstrably possible. And as far as the books, basically, and yeah, we talked about this while you were here. You'll have to figure out the few books that you guys want to read through, and then just read through those. John put a list of ones that he suggested were the most important.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to try and prioritize the ones relating to the weave and the way that magic works in general. And we just need to keep a tab on the space travel relevant ones for when we're about to go underwater and dig up a spaceship.
okay.
That's my 2 cents.
Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, John basically had 16 different books that he suggested. And then I think you added in another one, so that's 17 books.
I added 2 more books, so 18.
18. All right, so yeah. So yeah, 18 books to read through. You'll have to you guys are going to have to tell me when you want to do this, because it's going to take, like, if everyone in the party was reading through these and trying to understand what's going on, it would still take you a week. Yeah, if the entire party was doing it, it would still take you a week.
If we have Marvin do it, how fast can he read?
Immensely fast, and what he would give you as answers are insane.
Fair.
It would be a dangerous thing.
Yeah. It'd be kind of like that. There was this magic item that I saw once just online. It's called Gorgon Translate, where you could ask any you had this stone Gorgon head that you could ask any question, and mechanically it worked as the DM typing your question into Google Translate, translating it into like several different languages, and then back around to English, and then that's the answer you get.
Oh my god, I love that.
And it was usually kind of relevant, sort of. There was always a grain of truth hidden in there, but rarely was it super reliable. But it sounds like it was a lot of fun.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have a book club whenever we get out of the sewer, if we don't solve the problem down here anyway.
Well, I mean, you're definitely going to need to solve the problem in order to escape the sewer, but whether or not that's not going to help you get off planet.
Yeah. Okay. It's just gonna make being off planet easier.
Yes.
Because magic.
And I mean, brutally honest, if you guys actually left this adventure behind, cities would fall.
You're kidding. Magic working in the city of magic differently might cause the city of magic to fall, at least.
Cities.
Okay.
Because this isn't being caused just by magic.
It's some new demigod you've cooked up, isn't it?
It's not a new demigod, actually. This is an older one. Really old one. Actually, this is the oldest. You could even say it's the eldest.
Someone we've run into before? I hope not.
Oh no. I mean, I think I told you this. You guys are done cleaning up.
Done with our baddies. Okay.
Yeah. Technically, you still have Neo but you haven't figured out how to make him less horrible than he is. And when you succeed in doing that, then you can come back and face him, and he will not be able to. I'll just tell you, literally, he has one line for his spells and abilities. He can do one thing: alter reality at will.
Oh my! Alter reality at will?
Yeah. That's what he does.
What the
He
fuck?
basically looks at reality and says, "How should you be different?" And then
Yeah.
reality bends.
I guess
That's his
wow.
only ability.
That's what?
He's not a safe guy to fight right now.
No, no, he's not.
He's really not.
Alter reality out. You are insufferable.
But once you get to the point where you've stopped his ability to like do that, then you can actually fight him as a regular tentacled monster.
He's just got God mode active.
I mean, right? That's the problem. Once you basically reset his cheat codes, he's just a normal fighter. I was like, oh, that was...
Victor, this guy's hacking. Victor, he's hacking. You need to stop hacking, or I'm gonna call the admins.
I can do what I want. You're not my real parents.
Admins, this guy's hacking.
Oh, we don't know what you mean.
Like Zoink Scoop. I think he's hacking.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's what's going on.
Wow. Okay.
Once you deactivate God mode, he's easy. Also, I completely missed 3 gibbering mouthers in the last room that you guys were in because they're not on the map, and I completely fucking forgot to put them in after you started fighting the women. It was so.
I'm glad you forgot to do that.
This is a very frustrating dungeon. Like
gibbering mouthers aren't like the worst thing around.
No, not the worst. But when half your party is in the other room,
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it could have been a much worse fight. But it wasn't, because the dungeon is more complex than my brain can handle sometimes. That's life.
Well, I'm sure you'll make it up to us.
There's really no need for me to change anything in the next room. You guys are good. You'll be fine. It's appropriately horrible without me doing anything else new.
I'm just wondering if there's going to be a puzzle with this one. Of course, it's going to be a monster that's going to absolutely demolish us, but is there a puzzle with it? So
that's the question. That's the real question there. I actually had to tone down the horror factor because I realized it was just literally too disturbing. So,
well, let's hear the unedited version.
Yeah, the unedited version is the creature is standing there with giant tentacles thrust into the mouths of 4 women, their eyes bulging and writhing in horror and pain.
Yeah, that might be a little much for the first one.
I mean, yeah, I thought so. I took a moment away from the screen and then came back and I was like, meh.
Yeah, we'll just have it do a little disguise.
Right.
Man.
It's pretty gruesome.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I mean, even the toned down version is still pretty gruesome, but it'll be good.
It is, but like at least it's like, oh, a magical disguise for like this awful monster that's gonna eat our souls or whatever the fuck. That's I can handle that, but starting off with, I don't know, sucking the souls of 4 dead women off the floor for the first room, like, you're not leaving yourself a lot of room for growth.
Right.
You don't want to shoot your load all at once. You save that. You save that for like the 3rd or 4th room.
This is definitely the non-PG.
Oh yeah, I came in and what was that first line that I heard from Caroline? I was like, okay, I know this isn't one of those games, but it's gonna be one of those sessions.
It was one of those sessions, yeah.
Oh well, just age restricted. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. All right, man.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of your hair.
You bet. You take care, bud.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.